I kind of don't remember what I was doing. I remember I was doing the meteor bosses. That's about it, though. Good morning and good luck. Well, for me it's 6:30 p.m., but thank you anyway. I'm supposed to do the meteor bosses. This is the only one that I think I'm gonna have... Or no, wait, no, this one is Titan, I think. Parabolos, I think, is the only one that's going to pose an issue for me. Maybe Titan might if I can't tank a Earthshaker, which I legitimately might not be able to. What do I have equipped? Healing Staff, Ancient Sword, Diamond Bell. That sounds about right. Gotta talk about cheese. I just had a burger with cheese on it. It was a good burger. Meteor bosses, cheesier bosses. What is the cheesiest boss in this game? And beat Final Fantasy V while doing brain surgery. I think that brain surgery would make it easier, if anything. Ouroboros is cheese-like, I suppose. I was thinking more in terms of, like, the yellow color, but I guess Ouroboros is... Like, we're starting with Ouroboros. Yeah, bonk mage only, exactly. And because I have the healing staff, I can't just turn my brain off and hold the A button the whole time. I think Titan might be a challenge depending on if I can tank this. Which I can very easily because I am dramatically overleveled. Yeah, the Diamond Bow actually does hit hard. It's a legitimately good weapon, it's just that the fact that it's on the Geomancer makes it basically useless. Because you might as well just mash Gaia. What happened to the pink menu? The pink menu is Nayumi's menu. This is this run's menu color, this like teal. Yeah, pink menu is Nayumi's, exactly. A friend of mine had a tiny benign brain tumor and she played music games while they did the surgery. So let them know they were in the right part. That is interesting. That's neat. I don't have any tents. Okay, well, whatever. Cottages. Thatched roof cottages. Also, is the music too quiet? The music looks kind of quiet on OBS. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Very, very, a little bit. Diamond Bell and Tinkle Bell use magic and agility. And like that I have the formula isn't bugged. That's interesting. The Geomancer does have all positive stats, so I guess that does mean it would be pretty good. It'd be pretty good for that. I guess that means the, yeah, they wouldn't be a horrible chicken knife user, I guess. I know that's attack instead of magic, but, you know. Brain surgery, yeah, I can imagine that any surgery is pretty scary. Brain surgery especially. I swear to God there's something wrong with my controller where it like holds A for half a second longer than I need to. Oh well. I still have those flame rings, you fool. Can't do anything to me. This thing has a lot of magic defense, apparently. That's fine. As long as it doesn't spam Aqua Breath for the entire fight, I think I'll be okay. And as long as Ferris eventually hits something. Luckily, I learned from you guys that bells apparently can never miss ever, which is cool. Eye surgery is like being abducted by aliens. Yeah, that sounds... I mean, I didn't like it in Dead Space 2. I know the real-life version is much safer, but still, it's your fucking eye. You ever miss a sound? It depends on if the enemy is deaf. Oh, this guy's vulnerable to old. It depends on if the enemy is deaf or not. I did not know this guy was vulnerable to old. I usually just Deathclaw him or something similar. I guess I could bring in a, what's it called? Bard. I could bring in a Bard if I need to. But even a 1/16 damage harp might not outdo either of the weapons I currently have equipped, especially since its damage can only go down. Gaia Bell and Rune Chime use axe damage calculations because this is Final Fantasy V, yeah. Deafness is more of an immunity to hearing. Yeah, if there were way more bells in this game, it would be a really, like, a legitimate weapon type. Like, it not being exclusive to Geomancers, and also if there were more of them, but, you know. The ones that they do have, at least, are interesting gimmick weapons. Honestly, I would be okay with them being only 4 if the other 2 weren't impossible to find. You will never find 2 of the 4 bells. If it's like, there's only 4 harps, but at least you can find the harps periodically throughout the game, which is fine. But, like, there's only one of the harps is any good, but still. Freelancers bells only. I mean, that would be an interesting gimmick run, because they are the only job that can use bells, aside from Geomancers, and there's no equipped bells skill. Seer can't release the 5 challenge because Super keeps doing them before he can think of them. Yeah, every time he thinks of a challenge, he's like 90% of the way through it, and then I upload a video, and he's like, fucking goddamn it. Yeah, I guess, I'm sure everybody who's watching this right now knows, but Seer uploaded his 6 run yesterday, and most of the comments on the video are like, oh shit, he skipped 5. That's how fucked up the 5 challenge run is that he made a run of 6 that has like 10 stipulations, and he still beat that before 5. Should have added a Taco Bell. Makes the enemy bleed from their butthole. Ew. Okay, so here's my idea here for these guys, is that 1, I can either just relentlessly attack them until they run out of MP, or I can try and just get all of their HP down low enough so that their self-destructs don't hurt very much, because I can't use Phoenix Downs. How much do these guys have? Do these guys have, Parabolos? I think they only have 1,600 health, right? 1,500, okay. So if I just do, like, a little over 1,000 each of them, I think I should be fine. But that requires me doing math, which I'm not very good at. Also, these guys are taking forever doing nothing. Okay, there we go. Look at how goddamn long that takes. Okay, that was actually a... Oh, fucking goddamn it. That was a really significant chunk. Okay, I think you're fine. Oh, they're vulnerable to old, too. That's good to know. I'm learning so much today. I'm not gonna involve Chemist. Not only because... I mean, even if I allowed Chemist, I don't think I would use them because they're, like, so mediocre. They can use staves, but I have way better healing staff users if I really need one of those. Alright, well, there goes 1. Okay, there goes 2. Okay, well, that was good. Even if I was playing this game normally, that would have been fucked up. It would just instantly killed me. God damn it. Why does it feel like sometimes, like, they're either all decide to do nothing or all decide to self-destruct at the same time? God damn it. Yeah, he said don't ask about 5, yeah. Need some lamp oil and rope with your bombs? Yeah, to hang myself with, maybe. Yeah. What? Okay. This issue of skill, yep. Yep, this is advance. Bombs are like beer, best when aged. Alright, that's a little under 4 or 500. That's a little... I think it's like exactly 1,100. Just gonna go back into the back row. Eventually... Yeah, the ones in the back are actually in the back row, which could pose an issue. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to happen, actually. That exact thing. Okay, not that. Oh my god. Okay, this... Fucking... Oh, it didn't die. I didn't die. I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. I'm going to be. Okay. Unless self-destruct can randomly miss. I am going to hopefully not skip Fork Tower, because I really want the Rune Blade, and I guess the Wonder Rod. I was actually thinking about that, doing the worst jobs run again, but play Pixel Remaster to see how easier or harder it might be. Well, this would actually be a win if I was able to hit that back bomb, but he's gonna self-destruct, I'm just gonna fucking die. So, I'm not really sure what I'm waiting for here. Yeah, okay. Well, I kind of won, in a way. But yeah, I hope to not skip the Fork Tower. I don't have the Sleep Sword, I have the Ancient Sword, which I'm putting people to old and not to sleep. I don't think I can... No, there's no music. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't buy the Sleep Sword till World 2. And I could silence them if Self-Destruct wasn't Blue Mage, or Blue Magic, because Blue Magic can't be silenced, so... without getting like a Sleep Sword or a Stop Sword or something, I don't think I'll be able to stop them from self-destructing. You need a Spoon Tower for this run. Can I have the music back? Okay. I kind of forgot which ones I was attacking. Okay, that's fine. I could just kill one, that's okay. I don't have to. Yeah, it's fine. Well, there goes my healer. There goes my life! Yeah, okay. If I have to grind until I have over 1,500 health to survive in this run, then I am so fucked. What do I have that could... I can only attack one thing at a time right now. I can't Rod Break. I don't have the... like, the Gaia Hammer, the Gaia Bell. Just have to be luckier. Probably the only shield that can block self-destruct is the Aegis shield, if I had to guess. There goes my life as my epitaph. I think I got that from Simple Flips. 1,500 HP for mage jobs is a higher level than all of my 4-job Fiestas finish the game at. Same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Pixel Remaster self-destruct can miss, but not in this version. How the fuck did you attack first? Maybe I just have to attack all of them to make sure that they don't just one-shot me? I have to just, like, attack all of them once? Yeah, that ignores Row. These guys aren't heavy, so the Harp could technically do something, but it probably won't. 1/16 of 1,500 is, like, I think, less than 100 damage. So... Oh, I'm alive. Told them you were living. I actually can buy Mage Mashers right now. I think I can buy them in Jackal. None of the rings would help, because self-destruct is non-elemental. Stab him with the Time Mage's Brain Cone. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Just kind of attack them all, like, equally, maybe. I don't think this will kill me. No, that killed the shit out of me. Ay, ay, ay. Would I be better off if it backfires and you smell nice? Spread out the damage and face tank the self-destruct? Yeah, that might be what I have to do. No, I think the only harp I can get right now is the silver harp, which just does 1/16 damage with no extra effect. The Lamia and Sleep harp are both in World 2, although I guess I can double check, because that might be what I have to do. Weapons, Final Fantasy V. Not sharp harp. Dream harp is World 2, Lamia's harp is World 2, yeah. That is the only... Yeah, 1/16. Harp is not going to help here. It's like Mist Village trying to fight the bomb ring. I think old will make them slower, yeah. But they already spend a lot of turns doing nothing. If I would break the rules, I just have two of them with the two Geomancers just throwing bells around. What can I do? Aside from just throwing myself at the problem until it solves itself, I guess. I just have to get lucky, basically. Wait, I can do equip... Doesn't somebody have equip harps? I thought someone mastered Bard, did they not? No, you just got Hide. Mage Masters don't have silence as an additional effect. It actually casts silence on the target, so if you hit a party member, you could silence Omniscient and then chip it. Okay. Although you would be taking chip damage yourself. What the fuck? My first bot. That's crazy. What a time to get one. At least it wasn't like a huge wall of text. Gambling, the internationally recognized world's favorite pastime. Alright, let me just rub my wall on this problem for a second. If this doesn't work, I'm going back down to the black flames to see if I can get equip harps. I have Geomancer attack the back ones first. Yeah, that's probably a good idea too. Just chip them all down. Chip them all down until they're like they're around 80 or 800 health maybe. That did a lot. 700 fucking health. I just have to remember which ones I'm damaging. I'm gonna attack this one again. Oh! The strategy. It's working. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the viewer count. Hello. You can have bots now. Don't self-destruct. God damn it. They all decide to attack at once. It's like so annoying. That's the really annoying part about these dudes, is that they'll all do nothing or they'll all do something. Yeah, I think their RNG is probably just like 33% do nothing, 33 self-destruct, 33 attack. I mean, I don't know exactly the percentage, but that's my guess. I don't think that'll kill me too. God damn it. Well, all these guys have been hit, so I think I can live. Maybe. It's a big maybe. I think that is the way to go, though. I just have to fucking pray. Yeah, for this run specifically, I'm only doing attack. Like, I can't use items in battle, and I can't even switch weapons. I say this without sarcasm. Good work. Thank you. I hope none of you are a bot, or else your asses are getting banned. No, I'm never doing a Nuzlocke for this game. Well, I shouldn't say never, because I have said I'm never going to do some things, and then I ended up doing them anyway, but it's unlikely. Okay, you attack that guy again. Let's see, now he's okay. I'm a cyborg? Well, I guess. I guess that's fine. Let's say that's okay. I am going to liberally be using speed up here, don't mind me. Okay, regular attacks are fine as long as they're not self-destructing, that's okay with me. Nuzlocking Final Fantasy V is just like if someone dies as a job, then the job is out of the pool. That's how I understand it. Wait, that guy's in the front row? Huh. Which ones have I not attacked? I think I haven't attacked this one. If I kill one, it's fine. Please don't kill me? Okay. Good. There's one down. Can you ban Max? I will not do that. I think I just want to do nothing. I'm actually taking no damage. Their level is so low now that they're actually doing no damage. If you lose your all-star squad to an Almagus wipe, then what the fuck do you do? That's the risk of a Nuzlocke, and that's exactly why I will never touch it. You time me out for 1 minute so I can build street cred. No! No. That's bad. Damn. I wasn't keeping good enough track of how much... Am I gonna have to, like, pause the game and have, like... Have a goddamn, like, calculator and, like, an image of... I'm not a copy of anyone. Is it a bizarre amalgamation of various kinds of trash? Okay. Let me do something real quick. Let's screenshot this. Paint. Bringing this over here. Alright.
Are you dead ass?
No, I should do this in Photoshop so I can actually edit the numbers. Photoshop's probably gonna pop up on the stream, don't be alarmed. Me and Witch causing random mischief. Alright, screenshot. A Nuzlocke sounds interesting until Atomos. Yeah, just have, like... I mean, yeah, there's really no... There's too many... The game is way too long. Oh, this is a good time to insert ads, apparently. The game seems way too long to have that be a realistic thing that you'd ever want to actually do, like, for fun. But I guess you don't really do Nuzlocks for fun. Okay, where's my text tool? 1500, and then we'll just copy this 5 times. 1500, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna make another copy of this. Oops, wait, what did I just do? There. I'm sure this will take a couple tries, so I'm making a copy of all those 1500s. Okay. Instead of deleting glasses every time someone dies, you ban a chat member. Okay, so this is what I got. This is... Oops, what did I just do? This is what I've got so far. Just like this. Whoops. And then I'll just periodically, like, edit it. Here we go. Alright, 470. This is going to be exactly as annoying as it seems like. 470 means it's at 10:30, I think. I apologize in advance, but this is what I've decided on. I'm gonna attack that guy. Yeah, Lena goes for the back row dudes. 680. What is that? I need to bring up a calculator too. 1500 minus, so it's 680 is 820. Okay. I'm gonna get you 430. That puts him at exactly 600. Which is manageable, I think. I think I can just leave that guy alone. I want to hit this guy again. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Nah, whatever. It's okay. 580. Okay, this dude's at... Yeah, that guy's at 240, so he's basically just a complete non-issue now. Yeah, just attack this dude. Okay, well, there goes that guy. Okay, well, this is kind of immediately falling apart. And this is the problem with the strategy, is that as soon as they start self-destructing, it's just fucking over, and I gotta start over. Oh boy. And we do it again. Metagaming at its finest. And also I can't use speed up for some reason when MGBA is not the frontmost window. Here we go. I think each bum has at least more than 3 health left. You might be onto something. Hit him with the Pythagorean theorem. Alright, this is 1030 again. I hope this is not just the exact same seed. Okay, hit the ones in the back. 480. Okay, so that one is still above 1,000. I'm like considering... I think that Bart's has to stick with the healing rod, right? Like, that should definitely... He should definitely stick with that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I'll just say that one is done. 500. Okay, so this one's at 520. I'm just going to say, just ignore that one that Ferris attacked twice. It's okay. And I'm deliberating between 3 damage dealers or a healing stabber, because I don't know if I'll be able to damage all 6 of these guys enough without needing heals also. Okay, 450, so that's 1050 left. Oops. 1050. Attack the one in the back. Okay, all these attacks are fine. Just keep regular attacking me, please. 500, okay, that's exactly 1,000 then. Okay, the one on the very top is apparently in the front row, so you do that. 430. Come on, where the fuck? 430 is 1070, I think. Yeah, this guy again. 540. Okay, so now he's at 460. So he's okay now. There's 3 left that need to be damaged still. I thought Calculator was a tactics exclusive job. We're learning new things about Final Fantasy V every day. Okay, 470. I'm bringing out the count. I really don't need to, but 1050 minus 470. Okay, he's at 580. This dude not been hit yet. 600. Okay, so he's at 900. I want to hit that guy again, if possible. He's at 580, pass it along. No, we're not going to do this shitty telephone game thing. Okay, 480. 1070 minus 480. It's 600. I think I did that wrong. Whatever. It's either 600 or 590. I'm just going to say 600. And you attack that guy. 560. Okay. 900 minus 560 is 340, which is very doable. 340. Okay. And I can kill one. Like, I can kill one of these guys without risking anything, because they'll just do a rise on nothing. Okay, 430. 600 minus 430 is 170. So this one at the very top has 170 health. I'll leave that guy alive. I'm just going to chip them all down, and then as soon as one of them dies, I'm going to stop attacking them. Okay. 160. I was 10 off. Whatever, it's okay. Uh-oh. Okay. 580. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna attack this dude in the back. 215, because his Ferris will do half damage. 520 minus 215. He's at 305. This really is a fucking bomb defusing minigame. It's like I'm playing Trauma Center all over again. No, you stop attacking, because you will kill the shit out of any of the remaining ones. Keep talking and nobody explodes. Unironically. Okay, I think I can... Wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, no, it's still in the back row. I thought it wouldn't be in the back row. 460 minus... What was that, 235? Okay, it's 225. I think I can stop attacking them now. I probably should stop attacking everything. Yeah, this is very, very lucky. This whole run is extremely lucky. That guy does... Okay, that was the one whose name I just deleted because I wasn't paying attention to how much damage he did, but he had the most. The rest of the guys have 340, 305, and 225, so I think I'm okay. I mean, I still have to heal, because they'll still attack me, but I'll be fine from any self-destructs, I guess I'll specify. 225, as expected. Guess I should probably heal Ferris. Chew on the bomb wires. Don't listen to Max. Snap all wires at once. They're just staring. They're just like, make a move, I dare you. I win as long as he does self-destruct, which he seems to not be very willing to be doing. There we go. Ugh. And everyone lived. Go us. Can you close Photoshop, please? First try. Yup. Okay, Photoshop doesn't want to close, so I guess it'll just stay open. This is just gonna be stuck on my other monitor for the rest of the night, I guess. This is the most engaging this run will ever get. You are 100% right. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention is that I am working third shift tonight and tomorrow night, so I will probably be going for about 3 hours and then leave. That fight was the most stressful I think it was going to be all night. I think Atomos will also be difficult, but at least I'll have Sleep Sword. Like, I won't be able to keep him asleep. Unless I will. Actually, does the Diamond Bell wake up sleeping enemies? What is a physically attacking weapon that does not wake up sleeping people? If the Diamond Bell does, then yeah, oh, Carbuncle! If the Diamond Bell doesn't wake up sleeping enemies, then I can just do that with Atomos. Praise be to Calculator, yeah. Bart's got his nuts exploded clean off his body, but they won. Bombastic finish, yep. Diamond Bell doesn't wake up enemies? Okay, then in that case, Atomos is a free win. Dragon Grass boss will be stressful. Dragon Grass is probably going to be annoying. It's at least not heavy, so I can use... I'm going to get a couple 10s. It's at least not heavy, so I might be able to use the harp. Because I'm pretty sure I can get the second best harp, which does 3/16 of an enemy's HP. Wow, a whole 3/16. Three of the slow no leopard in the thumbnail. That was I think that was Mint's idea. You don't have to apologize. I'm well aware that my voice cracks at very comedically timed occurrences. Diamond Bell is a magic weapon, but it still triggers Omni's reset until PR. Alright, can Bartz do it? Probably not. Oh wait, right, Bartz is the healer. Well, Bartz heal him to death. Get him! He didn't get him. Alright, finally got the Loof back. I think... I wanna try something when I get over there. I am going to save state, though. How did you lose that fight? I just am not very good, unfortunately. Wait, maybe Bart or Galoof mastered... No, he mastered Time Mage. Okay, here's my idea. Bard... blue... Well, blue doesn't really matter. I just want the harp. And, Elven Mantle. I didn't save state. Get him! Damn, 718. That's so much. Boom. Which of your jobs is fastest? I think the fastest job I have is Bard, like, unironically. Yeah, there you go. That's the best the Silver Harp will ever be. It's funny that we have to come up with a ridiculously stupid challenge run to make the Silver Harp an actually good weapon. Best member of the old Bard. Alright. Now, go back to being a blue mage. Solo Bard gameplay we've always wanted. I'm kind of curious if Backlog Buster did that for his only Bard's run. Okay, I don't think Gilgamesh will be very hard, because I have the Ancient Sword. I kind of want to try and see if I can cheese it with the Mage Masher. Blue pissing ASMR compilation. Don't say that. Yeah, I was thinking about using the problem is that he's heavy, so silence only works for like a second. So it's like you either the silence activation hit needs to be the one that triggers second phase, or you need to like trigger silence and then immediately attack him again and then hope. Backlog Buster tried Silver Harp against Adamantoids. I also did that. It wasn't... I mean, I did it, but it wasn't really, like, necessary. The fight was basically won. You okay? Shit's falling over. But I do have one Mage Masher, at least, if I do want to try that. Silver Tarp, drape it over the enemy. If you can find a store that sells it, then yeah, we can try it. The Bard stealth section, such a Deltarune bit. I'm becoming more and more convinced that the reason that flirt is a common thing in Deltarune Undertale is because of this game. Unless flirt was in a previous Final Fantasy, I don't know. I'm a total poser. Let me look up how to skip all the encounters here. Big Bridge encounters skip. How to skip encounters on the Big Bridge. Pixel Remaster. I assume this also works for this version. It says the first encounter is not skippable, so I guess I'll just do that. Deltarune is when funny moment. Sure, Galoof can be the party leader. Why not? This game is quite good. You are unbanned from free ham sandwich day. Mustard bomb. Mr. Famous over here. That's me. Are these guys weak to electricity? No. Oh wait, no, I put the Mage Masher on him. Well, whatever. You can have the Mage Masher as a treat. Thank God, can't wait to get banned from it again. I have 2 free high potions, nice. Okay, how do I skip these encounters? 4 steps forward, then go right. Take 2 steps forward, and then go back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go to the room. Okay. Easy enough. Juice that makes you shit bees. Okay. We said no item usage outside of battle, right? Except for cottages and tents. So I guess the free high potions doesn't mean anything. Here we go. Episode 1, very 8-bit theater coded. Okay. Good. That's exactly what I wanted, is just to inflict old as early as possible. Whack-a-mole. 1 and 2 are simple for abilities, and 4 has nothing. Weird they skipped 3, but nothing you can do about it. Double old. You are now twice as old. Me when I get hit by the sword that makes me twice as old. I'm just gonna hold on a second. Let me just fast forward for a second. Oh, is he doing no damage? Nice. Big fan of that. Oh, it tried to inflict silence. It didn't, but it tried. I can't believe the Geomancer is my tankiest of jobs, or at least bulkiest, has the most HP. I got back to an MMO from my childhood, Realm of the Mad God. I remember I played the shit out of that game when it first came out. I heard it's kind of like a shell of its former self, though. Because it's been so long since I played it, I don't know. Yeah, old just decreases all of your stats, and most importantly, it decreases your speed. Which is going to be very useful considering he's going to cast haste on himself in a second here. Unless I can get extremely lucky and hit the silence. Nope. It's fine, though. He'll take half damage and start attacking slightly faster, but he's still not going to do that much to me. Gilgamesh and Galoof now match in power. Electrocute is so bad. I say this every single time it comes up, but why is Electrocute the way that it is? It's like one of Gilgamesh's signature moves, but I've never seen it do more than like 150. This joke is so Gilgamesh-coded. Old rapidly decreases your happiness and distance from death. Oh, I almost did it, but I didn't, though. He's gonna do 10 damage, twice as much, yep. Every time the blue HUD at the top appears, I flinch reflexively because I move my hand to my mouse to try to check it because I think for 0.2 seconds that it's an error alert. Interesting. Interesting that you've, like, Pavloved yourself in that way. This fight is easy, but it is going to be very long because, yeah, you know, I'm doing half as much damage, and Galoof is stuck with the Mage Masher. Where you just kind of speed. Okay, good. I did not take nearly as long as I thought I was going to. That's good. What even happened for that to be an annual issue? Okay, now what? Now we fight Gilgamesh. Yes, we fight Gilgamesh, then what? One, two, three, four. Go right. Ah, you've tricked me! Oh well. I've been tricked. Well, I don't think these enemies are going to be very difficult, so it's fine. Or Google Space Management. Neo Garula, you ain't shit. It's Garula from another world, but it's like twice as shitty. Alright, anyway. Take two, Five to three. What the fuck? I guess the Pixel Remaster version is not the same, because this is not working. Oh well. Neo Garula Evangelion. The Wonder Rod probably works on Omniscient, but if you can't kill him in the entire black spell list, you're kind of fucked. Heart's holding a healing rod. I'm so fucked up. Yeah, I'm also surprised that they didn't make it so that you can't just, so it's not just the entire width of the fucking bridge. Whatever, I'll just fight them, why not? This is so fucked up, dude. I wonder how long I'm going to be using this bell for. God damn it, get out of the way. Minefield strat's not working out. Nope, they're not. This run is impossible without healing staff. Yeah, the healing staff is exactly... I had this idea. I was thinking, is it even possible? Well, here's like the train of thought that I had for until I got to this point. I was like, what if I had an only attacking run? I'd be like, well, that'd be kind of boring because it'd just be like, just having, you know, shit like samurai, knights, maybe monk, with like barehanded for the entire time. That'd be kind of boring. But then I was like, okay, what if it was only mages attacking? Is that even possible? Like, if I only attack, don't I have to like use items and shit to heal? But then I was like, oh wait, you can heal with the healing staff. And here we are. That's my entire train of thought to this point. Is that it is only, even then it's theoretical, because the healing staff only casts Cura. It's not like I can ever get it's not like I can ever get a Curaga staff unless I set up the Wonder Rod, and even then, it would only work one time on one person. Okay, you get 3 or 2 of you guys have mastered shit. I should switch some jobs around. How about you be the Geomancer? And you be the Blue Mage. Actually, how about we have some people start trying to master Bard? Whoops. What? Oh, right. The Mengosh is actually considered stronger. I guess I need another mage hat for the Bard or Geomancer or whatever. I immediately forgot what I was doing. Whatever. I would like to see a Gill Turtle die. I'm pretty sure Gill Turtle will be literally impossible even if I got to level 99. Supra doing the Board James bit? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I never watched Board James, sorry to say. Just playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, that's a good game. You. 1000 HP has been hit, thanks Galoof. Oh, wait, does Galoof have 1000 health? Oh yeah, actually, yeah, there was a point last stream where he had exactly 1000 health. I wonder, pun intended, if you'll have to prepare the Wonder Rod for each single boss. Probably not every boss, but I might have to for like a Necrophobe, maybe. When I realized Gill Turtle was a random encounter and not a one-off super boss, I nearly cried. Oh yeah, the Dancing Dagger, yeah, it's gonna be a big up. That has healing, not good healing, and not good damage, but it is something. I can do it. Binging your videos, wanted to pop to say hi. Hello, thank you. Thanks for popping in. The girdle. Helix staff's so good, I've only done one proper run of 5, but I had someone holding that rod for most of it. Yeah, it's always my... Well, for a while it was. I kind of fell out of favor with it because the animation for it is so long, but for many, many of my challenge runs of this game in a row, the healing staff was my only real healing usage. But eventually I was like, this shit sucks. I hate like having to target my allies manually. I hate having to watch the slow-ass Cura animation. I was like, ah, fuck this. I'd rather just use high potions. No, I am allowing LR escape. I should just be doing that, because I'm level fucking 30. I'm not gonna be leveling up on these guys, like, at all. What am I gonna do with excess Quake? Hope that he doesn't do them. That's pretty much all I got, is just hope. This entire run is predicated on hopes and prayers. I tried healing with a Dancing Dagger in a 4-jump Fiesta, it was awful. I assume the healing is based off your magic stat, because it never heals more than like 150 with the Dancer. My animations feel kind of slow in this game. They are slow, They're the slowest in SNES, but the game was sped up pretty considerably in GBA, but it's definitely the fastest in Pixel Remaster. Hoping and coping. Opium type shit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The healing staff also means that I can't just hold the A button through encounters. It's a great weapon, like one of the best in the game, but it's also extremely annoying, so I kind of hate it for that. 70 viewers. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm not sure why I said that. Hello. I say that I don't mind 7 and 9 slow as hell. If you can stand Final Fantasy 9 of all games, then I feel like you'd be able to withstand any game. Hey, we haven't had customers in 50 years. It's on the house. I haven't made money so far. Why should I expect to now? No, the noise in the background is Jordan doing something. No ethers. Look at all these speed shakes from, like, emblematic of how much I grinded on those black flames. Oops. Probably won't need these. Don't need that. Don't need this. I will buy some thatch roof cottages. Animation, or 9's turn order is weird. The animations are long because, like, enemy ATB bars are messed up. I've never played it, so I guess I wouldn't really know personally. Holy shit, it's the Nostalgia Critic. Fucking crazy. Alright, buying a couple of these. They're gonna be some of the best. I will also buy a Dream Harp, even though I don't think I'll ever actually use it. I guess I'll buy... Oh, I don't have enough money. Should have saved some money for the armor store. Gaia gear. Yeah, I'll make money later. Well, I don't really need this shit. Speed shakes, what you get from abusing Adderall. Why do the harps even have stats, considering they're... considering the harps are percent-based damage? You haven't played 9 yet? I haven't played most of the mainline Final Fantasies. I haven't played 1, 2, or 3. I haven't gotten past the first, like, few hours of 6. I've beaten 7, I've beaten 4. Haven't played 8 or 9 or 10 or 10-2 or 11. I've beaten 12. I played the first... I played 13 up until the second summon fight, and then I gave up. And I played 14, this sucks, I haven't played 15 or 16. I played more spin-offs. To me, Final Fantasy is like Pokemon. I like the spin-offs more than the mainline games. Maybe Geomancers are dancers on drugs. I'd take a Geomancer anytime over a dancer. 9 is pretty good, really my favorite. 9 does seem to be the general favorite of the PS1 games, but... I don't know, the game looks so ungodly slow. I had to force myself to beat 7. I like 7, but it was like a slog and a half. You should play 11. I'm not going to play another MMO. I've played MapleStory, I've played Final Fantasy 14. I ain't doing that shit. I can't stand 9. Steam of the speed up for 9. I do know there's like a mod, the Moguri mod. I think I remembered it. I think Kwanzo's told me it like twice, and I actually remember it now. Like 12. I have played 12. I've beaten 12 once, and I'll probably never play it again because it's such a goddamn huge game. 8 bad. I mean, I am also aware that 8 is not a very good game. I watched a video. It was like called the Final Fantasy VII's Materia System Sucks or something. You know, I'm gonna look at. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look at what the name of it was. Materia Final Fantasy VII's materia system is bad, actually, and it's like, the points that he was making in the video were honestly pretty valid, but he really fucked up by saying that Final Fantasy VIII is good, like the junction system is good, and like all that game systems were good. I'm like, okay, you're this is just rage baiting. This is rage baiting video, and I fucking fell for it. Yeah, Tyrannosaurus, Tyrannosaur, I get to use the healing staff and the harp. 13 is right there, and I went with the one that's actually good. I love 8. It's a dog shit. I appreciate, as someone who does not have any plans to play 8 ever, I respect 8 a lot for introducing so. It's like they made 7. It was a smash hit, and they were like, okay, instead of just making 7 again, how do we make the most fucked up and like despicable systems for a game fucking possible? And my god, they did it. I respect them for that. It has a bunch of cool systems, but they're all done at the same time, which is probably not a good idea. Plus, there's the fact that enemies scale to your level, which kind of undermines like everything about it. Everything about all of the systems. I wonder if this thing's vulnerable to old. I've never looked up what it's like vulnerable to. It is a counter boss, apparently. Interesting. Well, I can use the healing staff offensively, but I don't think I should, considering this guy's pretty heavy hitting, seems like. Gonna be needed to heal a lot. I don't know if this guy is vulnerable to old or what. Old or sleep. I don't know if I should have the ancient sword on or anything. I don't know. I could Phoenix down, but this is an attacking only run, so none of that shit for me. Make him older. And get everybody back into place. Yeah, this dude actually does have a fight. It was kind of funny how many runs it took for Backlog Buster to find out that you can just... Oh, hey, there's his gimmick. It was funny to like how many runs he had to do before he finally found out about this dude's like you can just kill him instantly with a Phoenix down. Like he figured out you could use an elixir on him to put him down to single-digit health, but he never really, like, it took him a while after that to be like, oh, you can just hold A on him, actually, or you can just hold A and Phoenix down him. Not heavy, not immune to old, immune to sleep. Okay, so if I'll probably die, I'll probably have to do this again, I'll do the ancient sword instead. Noted. He's trying to do question marks. He's not succeeding every time, though. Damn. The world's first loss to Archaeosaur. Fucking crazy. Anyway, yeah, that materia video, his main thing was that the materia system is good, but only like really late game because the game is weirdly restrictive on the kinds of materia that it gives you. Whoops. Which is like literally true, but again, he undermines himself with the clickbait title, like the rage bait clickbait title, and the fact that he says that 8 is the good one. But I liked materia. I don't like materia as much as just a straight-up job system, but it was, I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. Whenever you find a new, like, you know, some of the best parts about this game is getting all the new jobs, which is a funness that kind of dies out after, like after World 1 when you stop getting new jobs, not counting the GBA jobs. But with the materia system, you're constantly getting, like, you're like basically always having a miniature version of that feeling. Like, oh, the double attack materia. Oh, a new, like a new summon or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, the materia that the game gives you is very limited in the beginning of the game. It's to spend a long time in those menus. Problem with a lot of RPGs is giving all the cool skills and nothing to use them on. That is a kind of an issue, yes. Like original PS2 Kingdom Hearts 2 kind of had that problem. Okay, asshole. Where, you know, Sora was this ridiculously overpowered powerhouse, but the only bonus boss was like Sephiroth, basically. And he wasn't, like, super easy, but it wasn't very difficult either. Man, I never knew that this guy was a counter-based boss until just now. I'm learning a lot today. Are you sure this dude's vulnerable to old? I'm gonna go to the item menu just to make sure I equip the ancient sword. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, final mix corrected way in the other direction. Yeah, I do have the ancient sword. By giving so many extra bosses, and because of that, it is a much better game. But he was a speller, not a counter. Yeah, whenever a game, an RPG has like, here's the best weapon in the game, here's like the most overpowered equipment ever. Also, you can't, you unlock it by beating the most difficult thing in the game. It's like, alright. Alright. What are we doing here? Age is the anti-RPG, punishes you for battling and leveling. Yeah, that's exactly the problem with the game, is that it spends so much of its runtime having these ridiculously convoluted mechanics and stuff, and then it's like, oh, also if you try to use them, then you're going to, like, lose. Not very fun. Maybe I should have Ferris in the back row. Weak to fire, it's probably not worth using the fire rod. I can try it. I mean, this is probably going to take a few attempts.
What?
I want Ferris to try. I'm I'm gonna look at anything else relating to this. Archaeosaur, FFV, that's VVF. Oh wait, not Archaeosaur. Tyrannosaur. That's it. Tyrannosaur. A lot of sores in this game. He's only got 5,000 health, so I'm getting, like, pretty close to beating him. Immune to Petrified Toad, Mini Zombie, Sleep, Paralyzed, Confused, Silent, Stop, Catch, Control, Calm. Surprisingly, he's not immune to Poison, even though one of his moves is Poison Breath, but I can't inflict poison, so that doesn't really matter. He says he's immune to zombies. Is there any way for a player to inflict a zombie? Yeah, I think I want to keep Lena, because the harp is actually doing a pretty sizable amount of damage. So I'll try Galoof Summoner with the Fire Rod just to see how that goes. Yeah, we'll try that. This is the only time anyone has ever struggled on this boss. It's like Seer's Final Fantasy VI video. Like, he had to invent a way for the Berserker and the Dancer to be the best party members in the game. So it's like, I have to invent a way for Tyrannosaur to be a difficult fight. Yeah, 5,000. If he lands question marks on me, then question marks will just kill me. There's no question there. Toby Fox loves Final Fantasy VIII. He might. Depends on if the final boss is a sorceress or not. These menus look cool, huh? Normally I like being punished by video games. Level scaling sucks. Level scaling can be good when it's done right. Like, I think Final Fantasy Tactics A2's damage or level scaling is fine because there is a minimum and a maximum level that each encounter can have. It doesn't just infinitely scale up to you. But 8, because it was the first game in the series to do it, well, it was the first one in the series to do it and like 5 other things. So unfortunately, it suffered in like every way an RPG could suffer. It's Uma Roper. Galoof's flying kicking through the water. He is doing that, yeah. To be fair, Mog is decent, his dance is way better than 5. I will say that, like, yeah, it does seem like Mog is what the Dancer probably should have been in this game, but... What the fuck? Twice in a row that's happened. Mog is good, Gao is weird, but I like him. What do you essentially see as the hardest possible Final Fantasy V challenge? I really wish I knew... I wish I could, like, predict it at all, because I have literally no idea. I'm just as in the dark as everybody else. I put on a fucking... I didn't put on the Ancient Sword, goddammit. Dumbass. Oh well. Time to attempt... Let's just go all out with, attacking with the healing staff. Fuck it. Really wish I would have gotten that. Okay. Okay, he just fucked me up right away. Okay, Ancient Sword. I didn't even get to see how much damage the Fire Rod would have done. Asshole. Imagine if this run is here's Final Fantasy V run. I doubt it. I mean, this run... I'm pretty sure this run could just be brute force by getting everyone up to 99. Because if you can beat this game with a solo Berserker... with... I mean, it's like through TAS, basically. But if you can do that, I'm pretty sure you can beat it with any stipulation at all. So I feel like whatever Seer is doing is some kind of extremely... esoteric, like only he could come up with it kind of challenge run. My fucking controller fell out of my hands like I'm a goddamn idiot. Get me out of here. That's how you say TAS? TAS? I don't know. I alternate between two of I alternate between the both of them. I don't know why, I just do. This is pretty bad. Solo Zerker and GBA may or may not be doable. Lose the underflow bug, we don't have to worry about wasting attacks on dummy targets. Yeah, that's why I say that yeah, it probably is only possible on SNES because of the damage underflow, because, yeah, if you just TAS manipulate it to always hit a target, then you're fine. Then you don't have to worry about the SNES exclusive only, or hitting things that aren't hittable. Five did Blue Mages right by making them a Wind Crystal Chop. Late joining Blue Mages feel like the Necromancer. So far you don't want to bother with them. That probably is why they made it. Like, I can almost guarantee that early in development, the Wind Crystal was just the Final Fantasy 1 jobs, because it is the Final Fantasy 1 jobs, except Blue Mage is replaced with Red Mage, and Red Mage was a water crystal job. So I bet, like, early in development, it just was, like, blue and red were switched, but then they were like, well, if we make it, like, after a few bosses, people probably aren't going to want to bother with it. So that's why it's, like, so weird that the job is where it is. I'm gonna start insulting people. If I stop fucking 3 blood slimes, you knock it off. That's probably why, yeah, I repeat myself. Okay, please, please. Please hold him. Let me see how much damage a fire rod will do. Yeah, 384, it's pretty good. This dude is vulnerable to aging, so I'm not sure why he's not... Like, every single time I fight him, he gets more aggressive. Mod's old, this guy. Alright. Man, I mean, I knew this was going to be a difficult fight. I didn't think it'd be this, like, annoying. I didn't think it'd be harder than Parabolas. He's got a bone to pick with you. It doesn't even seem like the sword is trying to inflict old. It says, at least the wiki says it is vulnerable to old. Do I just have to, like, dick around for a while until old finally sticks? But the, Fire Rod Summoner over Geomancer does seem to be the... Like, this seems like it'd be the best setup. Ancient Sword, Healing Staff, percent base damage, Fire Rod. Like, this seems like it could work. Maybe I need to grind for some gil and stock up on equipment and stuff. Although question marks is gonna kill the shit out of me no matter what I do. I'm gonna use the healing staff for damage because that's my only source of healing, and this guy is fucking smacking me with counters constantly. So I don't know. It's between doing more I mean, if I hit him with the healing staff, then he's gonna counter it, and I'll take even more damage. So I'm not sure. Why would a skeleton be weak to old? It is old. This is one of those things you're not supposed to question, I guess. Get the fuck out of here. Ah. 90. Oh yeah, wow. The longer it goes, the closer we get to triple digits. And on the supposedly easiest boss in the game, too. Silly. Both wiki and algorithm say vulnerable to old, but it doesn't look like it. What's its magic evasion? Hold on, I didn't check that. Is magic evade like fucking 90? No, its magic evasion is 0. What the fuck? What level is it? Level 29. I actually out-level it, so how the fuck am I not hitting it with old? I'm so like, the more I learn about this fight, the more confused I get. Has no one ever actually bothered to test if he's oldable because he's such a nothing boss? What if this boss is where Seer is stuck? That would be so fucked up that he's been doing the 5 run for like 6 months and he's stuck on fucking Tyrannosaur. It keeps happening! These stupid-ass 3 blood slimes keep attacking me as soon as that cutscene ends. It just does not want to get olded. Me when I don't want to get old. I want to keep playing Fortnite in my bedroom. The mobile version, you can see attempted cast even if they fail. I think Pixel Remaster is like that as well. There's a lot of ways to kill it, we just removed all of them, yeah. That is true. I mean, the fact that it's not even, like, you know, you can usually kind of see when a weapon would try to cast a spell because they'll hang out in front for a little bit, but that's not even happening. It's not getting old because you're in a cave and not a beach. Oh, was that the problem? Oh my god, fucking finally. Okay, let me just wait a minute. Alright. We have old. We have liftoff. I was seriously starting to get concerned there. Like, this dude has literally 0 magic evasion. He should get hit by every single spell that I try to hit him with. But now the problem is going to be that he's going to just try and cast question marks on me. I mean, his level will be lower, so it'll be much less likely to hit, but it's still a risk for the entire fight. If he does it 4 times, then I lose instantly. So vulnerable to sold, and you need to use the for sale sign. Oh shit, Earthbound reference? Yeah, okay, a critical attack on a front row summoner is doing 0 damage. I think that means we're probably okay. He's probably level 1 by now. And all I have to worry about is the question marks. And because he's level 1, his question marks will be much less likely to hit, but that doesn't mean that they won't hit, as shown there. 1/3 chance to use question marks as a counter. Okay, well... Yeah, I can't hit old at all, but apparently he can hit question marks as much as he friggin' wants. I might as well just do this. Good. I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad. Arc. Your RNG seed needs to be rolled. Oh, it's Hank. I thought you were saying Hark. Only attacking with the hardest hitting attacks or reduce number of counterattacks. Yeah, probably should do that. What's my hardest hitting moves? It's probably either the Flame Rod or the Healing Staff. That is probably what I should do. Remember at the beginning when I said this would be a hard boss and I brushed it off? I do remember that, and I knew this would be a roadblock boss, because I knew this guy's gimmick was to use question marks on you. I just thought that... I don't know, I didn't think he'd have... I don't know what I thought. I knew it would be a roadblock boss, I just didn't think it would be one of the bosses that I died to the most. Oops. Vulnerable to fold, you need to quit to beat it. It's like that one puzzle where you need to close your DS in Phantom Hourglass. Vulnerable to told, and you need to rant at him. Well, I'm already doing that, and it's not working, so we'll put that one on the back burner for now. For this run, I am not allowing myself to use the item command. I mean, I have used it just to make sure I have the right item equipped, but I don't use items from the menu, and I don't switch weapons. This is as gimmicky of a run as you could possibly get. I love having to, like, write a thesis to get past this part. The highest strength mage is the red mage, actually, out of all jobs that I have. I think red mage... It's like red mage and then the geomancer are like the only 2 mages that don't have a strength penalty, which is pretty funny. You can speak to cold, and you can choose the frost rod. Am I gonna get another encounter? Oh, not this time. It was like 3 or 4 in a row. Wow, first try. Okay, cool. Well, I can attack a bunch, like, right now, because if I get hit by question marks... Okay, well, I guess I did a little bit more than I was expecting. God damn it. Well, that's fine. Paris did what she needed to do. She doesn't need to be alive for the rest of this. Alright, that'll do about 400. Let me just speed up real quick until he's level 1. Okay. That is 400. This does 0. Okay. Yeah, I guess the damage variance there is much wider. I guess I should just attack with the healing staff. About 400. I'm gonna need like 10 of those. And hope that I don't get fucking wiped. I'm not gonna risk doing the harp attack. It's not old, cold snow grave. It's snoo. That "it's snoo" meme, it makes me laugh and I wish it didn't. It's so stupid. He's weak to gold, use Zeninage. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it right. Zeninage. Say it in the most American way fucking possible. You tweak the bold, you need to be particularly assertive when bashing its head in. Hold on, let me hit Control B. Nothing happened. Where's the shot, though? What is the "it's snoo" meme? It's a reference to the weird route in Deltarune Chapter 4, where I'm trying to be as vague as possible about it, but someone says, like, say it didn't snow, and then your response is, "it snowed," but someone made an edit of it, it said, "it's snoo." I was like, what? Like the hold, a good grapple will take it out. If only Edgar was in this game. Or Sabin? Sabin? Which one's the suplex dude? I watched Seer's video yesterday. You'd think I'd remember this. Sneeds, Snow, and Flow. He's doing 0 damage because he is vulnerable to old, and I finally inflicted old on him. He only has about... After this next attack, I'll have less than 1,000 health left, so... I just need to do this 4 more times, 3 more times. I'm dead. Okay. He can hit question marks as many times as he wants, but I can't hit... whatever. Maybe I should, put on better magic evade equipment? Hold on a second. Does the Hermes Sandal... Not the Hermes Sandals, does the Elven Mantle give you magic evasion? Magic evade. It gives 5 magic evade. Okay, I think I should just put every single piece of magic evade equipment on the healing man. Alright, now let me go to my other... Go to the armor page and see what armor has good magic evade. Alright, magic hats. Magic evade. Amia's Tiara has 5 magic evade, that's actually pretty good. Regol is the place I just was. I can buy a wizard's hat, but that has the same magic defense as the plumed hat. Basically every single hat has, magic hat has 5 magic evade except for the Lamia's Tiara, which I don't have. Alright, how about robes? I got Sage's Surplus, don't know how to say it, which has 17 magic evade. I can buy the Gaia gear, which has 18. That is literally better. I don't think it'll be, like, that necessary. I don't think 1% is going to make that much of a difference. Question marks use a magic evade. It's base 99 accurate. That's affected by magic evade and level difference. So when he's level 1, that's minus, like, 29. And then plus all my equipment is another, like, 25. So it's like a 50-50 chance to actually hit me. At best. I guess I really do just have to kind of... And also there's the 1/3 chance that he even does it in the first place. So a lot has to go right for me to get through this. The biggest roadblock? I think the biggest roadblock is, if not this, it's probably going to be some shit like, you know, exactly what you'd expect, like a Necrophobe or Neo-X Death. If we could Dold, you need to invent a new word to beat it. Hey, that's a good one. 50% means 100% when used by enemies. Yup. Maybe it's vulnerable to no, and you hallucinated the id, and you just need to deny it. World 2 X-Death, I think, will be less bad. It's mostly going to be grinding, because I'm going to have to grind for 4 reflect rings and 4 staves of light. That is going to be the annoying part. And yeah, the Wonder Rod will definitely have some interesting solutions. I'm running out of puns. There's only so many words that rhyme with old, or sound vaguely like it, unfortunately. I'm not even sure why I'm going to get this Phoenix down. I can't use it, and it's only worth 500 gil. You're getting brocked because of me. I'm sending negative psychic energy. If I can math my way through Parabolos, I think I can get my way... I think I can make it through the mold status effect. That works great against skeletons. Works great against the living, too. I'll do as much damage as I can before... before that. I might as well just attack it if it's not going to get olded and miss stuff. It didn't miss too much. The most notable thing that you missed was me beating Parabolos through math. I want to just save state right in front of the dinosaur, but unfortunately I think if I do that it's going to, like, seed the fight. So everything will just go the same every time I try to attack it, or every time I try to fight it. Like, to hold, you need to vote it out of the office. I think the thing we've got, the best idea we have is mold. If there's a mold status effect, then someone's got to let me know real quick, because we're running out of time here. Weak to wold, and you need to knit it to death. Oh my god, get me the fuck out of here. Pick a god and pray. Alright, fuck that Phoenix down. You would seed the fight based on frames, you need to reseed, or you would reseed based on things you do, or when you do your actions. Use the mold that makes you transphobic. Blue mage plus shields. Yeah, shields. Maybe I should just... Yeah, I guess I might as well make Ferris a fucking blue mage, because I'm not using her for damage, I'm using her for the ancient sword. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, sure. Try it. Break to stronghold, you gotta make a castle. Adding a syllable, I see. And now Ferris is not the fastest. Yeah, nice try, asshole. Yeah, the Wonder Rod is definitely a ways off, unfortunately. I just want to know why it's so hard to hit him with old. There we go. Like, again, no magic evasion. So I'm not sure why he's being such a prick. He has no magic evade. And we're at the same level as him. Well, we're actually out-leveling him by 1. Just, real quick. Okay, we're at 0. Get everyone up to full health, although I don't really know why. Mystic Knight is closer to a physical job by a magic job by a long shot. Yeah, I'm not allowing Mystic Knight or Mime or Chemist. I mean, Chemist, even if I did allow, I wouldn't use it, because without its abilities, it's just worse than, like, every other job I have access to when I just take account, or just take that into account, just taking attacking. Okay. The only silver lining I have about getting hit by question marks is that it lets me know how much HP he has. He has 5,000, so however much I get hit by minus that is how much he has. Yeah, he's about 2,900. Speak to Grold, and you need to hit it with forgettable Mario enemies. I do not understand that one, but I think that's kind of funny anyway. Maybe I should use a... Maybe Bart should be a white mage? No, wait, what if I use the Galoof as a summoner with equip rods so it can use, so that he can use the healing staff? That would make the healing staff do marginally more damage, not a lot, but it would be something. Also, yeah, the Angel Robe. I think the Angel Robe actually does have a weirdly high amount of magic evade, but that's probably not going to be very useful for most of this run. Oh! God damn it. Lena has the highest magic, but I said Galoof specifically because he's the only one that's mastered Time Mage. So he's the only one with equip rods right now. That's why I said that. Yeah, I should have specified. That's why I said Galoof. Oh, ugh, that like pause in between him doing it and it may or may not occurring is like giving me diarrhea. Parry this fucking casual. No! God damn it. He had less than 400 health left, or 500 health. Man. Alright, well, yeah, let's try that thing that I said. Equip rods. And have you be the healing staff guy. See if that changes anything at all. Okay, hold on. You unequip everything. And optimize. Elven Mantle. Actually, wait, which one of these things does have the highest magic evade? Is Angel Ring? Angel Ring seems like it'd have a lot of magic evade. Oh yeah, the Angel Ring actually has 10 magic evade, not 5. So I guess I'll just keep the Angel Ring on. I won't be immune to the physical attacks before he gets olded, but after I'm banking this entire like go on him getting the healing rod, or get it. I'm banking this entire run of the boss on him getting olded anyway, so I don't know. And then, yeah, you be the blue mage. Ancient sword. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I can't believe I have to strategize this much for fucking Tyrannosaur. Red Mage Barts with Flame Rod. I guess. Well, I only want to have one attacking person because of the question marks counter. Yeah, I don't have a way to berserk anything yet. I do want to get a berserk staff eventually. I know Galoof should be immune to old. Thank you for the money. Also, yeah, the rods against this guy, I saw it do 0, and I also saw it do like 400 or 500. But even if it does 0, I think it triggers his counter, so I think I'm just going to stick with only hitting him with Healing Staff. Or at least I'll hit him with, like, the Bard at the very beginning to do the most amount of damage before question marks will kill me, but other than that, I'm just going to be trying to chip away with the Healing Staff and also trying to inflict Old with the Ancient Sword. Yeah, I've never beaten Tyrant. The only way... I've beaten Tyrannosaur with the Phoenix down literally every single time I've ever fought him. The only exception was during the Achievements run where I had to kill him without using, like, items or white. And even then, I just did Deathclaw into hit him once. So, or Old should be instant death. Galoof should be naturally old and constantly weakened. She should be Tella's stat growths in 4. That was fucked up playing 4DS and seeing everyone's level ups, and then seeing Tella's actually, like, get a red number instead of a green one. But Galoof actually has the most amount of HP out of every party member, which is insane. Use a red mage as your ancient sword user so your blue mage can dodge tank. I wish you could get more than one ancient sword. Hella gets weaker. Yeah, you'd never know unless you played Final Fantasy IV DS. But yes, he does get... I don't think all of his stats go lower, but at least his strength does. Simulate, like, aging. This way it will make for some neat content in the YouTube video. I wonder. I've definitely been wondering, like, how the fuck do you make an edited YouTube video about this run interesting, but I'm going to try my damnedest. Galoof is like 50. Truly ancient. Alright, let's just get one of these off, just to do 625 right off the bat. It's literally just strength that you're not using anyway because mage, yeah. But it's funny they still did that in the game that doesn't tell you your stat growths. Because why would you ever check? There we go, okay. I guess I was just getting ridiculously unlucky that first run, and this is... or the first couple runs, and now my luck is, like, back to quote-unquote normal. I don't know what Tella's level going down, or level stats going down from an old Nintendo Capri Sun video in, like, 2009, damn. You know, I remember I watched Nintendo Capri Sun's playthrough of Final Fantasy X, and I don't remember a damn thing about that game. Bard. No, the Bard did 600 damage because all of the the first 3 harps, 3 out of the 4 harps do percent-based damage, so they'll always do progressively less. 625 is the most... Now, what the fuck? It's actually doing less? Is it just Cura? I thought Cura from the Healing Staff was actually, like, based on your fucking magic. Is it because Galoof's magic stat is that bad compared to Lena's or even Bartz's? Oh, that's shit. Butterfree sleep powder luck gets transferred to a Final Fantasy V run. Didn't think about it that way. Can you beat 5 with perma old? That sounds shit. I was hoping I'd at least be able to do 500 per run, because that's like a more even number. Thank you for the donations. Meg Ryan. I actually watched the Spoonie review of 10 yesterday, funnily enough. I was going on a Spoonie review binge watch kick. I love his Ultima series review. In response to the super chat, that's just 5 after the cast realizes how long it's been since the game's OG release. Here's a summary of Final Fantasy X. Question the status quo. That's like the premise of so many JRPGs, I feel like. My face on the floor tries to kill me. Yeah, every character does have very, very minimal stat differences. Like, Galoof has the highest HP, Lena Magic's, Bart's Strength, Krill's Speed, or Agility, and Ferris is the balanced one. The stat differences aren't big enough to care, like, at all, but they do exist. Church is bad because they don't let you fuck the dragons. Hello. But yeah, I think it's like every character, like a freelancer is like technically plus 24 or something to every stat, and every character has like a +1, +2, +3, +4, except for Ferris, who has like +2, +2, +3, +3. This isn't exactly it because I haven't looked at the wiki, but that's like kind of the gist of it. If you go to the wiki, it'll tell you like the exact specifications of how it works. I didn't know 10 had casting times and casting animations. That's interesting. Bart does lower strength than Galoof, really? I figured it was he. I know Galoof has like at least the second highest, but I figured he had. Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, he's doing 24. I think we're pretty close. Oh my god, we're close. Hit him! Hit him one more time! Get him! Get him! And it's just that easy. I never had a doubt in my mind that it was going to work. The strategy was perfect. It never failed. It was just always, like, come on, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, that strategy was genius and it was always going to work. Get the fuck out of my face, Moogle! Sorry. First try, idiot. You're making bank today. Don't break your bank donating to me so much. I appreciate the donations, but I also say that if you're going to spend any money on this channel, at least spend it on a membership so you get something out of it. That was thrilling. I thought Spoony videos were gone from YouTube. I think most of he does, like, his channel is still on YouTube, and he does still have the individual parts of his reviews, but most of his reviews are uploaded, like, in full, and without the skits by other people. Like, you can find the entire Ultima series reviews with no skits. Like, all the Final Fantasy X stuff. I think I took a wrong path. Hold on a second. I wasn't paying attention. Dumbass. Hope the RNG goes in your direction is a frequent strategy. I stepped once. God damn it. Good thing I saved. Get him. Yeah, good thing I saved. Why is the desert moving? Because it's like quicksand, I think. Hoping the RNG goes in your direction is frequently a strategy. Yes, that is what I wanted to read before I fucking distracted myself like a dumbass. On the overworld, yeah, I think it's just because it's like quicksand or some shit. I don't really know. Maybe just to indicate that it's dangerous. It doesn't do that on SNES? Oh, well. New content! Genocidal whale monster cult is a conspiracy. That's pretty good. I never remember where the fucking forest is. I swear to god that desert isn't moving in Pixel Remaster. A runaway song, A Tale of Sir Robin. Technically the bard does have a flee command if every living party member is using hide on an escapable encounter, then you will run away. But I know what you mean. I did see the pun, sorry, I was too busy paying attention to like 5 other things that I'm sorry that I didn't read the most recent one. RNG's funny, you stepped on a crack on the ground, I'm picosecond too soon. You're doomed to death of karma. That's how I feel about the, what's it called? The Dorm Chimera in World 1. I call it Border Patrol Dorm Chimera because it feels like it always tries to attack you as soon... Like, if you're trying to fight it, then it'll do its damnedest to not appear. But if you don't want to fight it and accidentally step in the sand, and then one step in the tile, boom, you're fucked. Your entire lineage is over. Anyway, now we have the, now we have... Dancing Dagger, which is not a good weapon, but I am going to use it. Because it's like the strongest weapon I have. Hold on a second, I'm gonna check something. Magic 51. Is level 5 black better than blue? 55, yes it is. Good to know. Blue Mage's magic stat isn't that great. I guess I'll just keep everybody as is. No, I'll give you the flame staff, or flame rod, I guess. Give you the healing staff back. I really gotta buy new armor for everybody. Now let's get that second Elven Mantle. Dancing Dagger is gonna be potentially important and you will hate it. Yeah, imagine having to rely on the dance command, and now I have to rely on the dance. Like, it's not even a guaranteed dance. At least the dagger itself is decently strong. But man. This run will probably devolve into sword dance gambling as well, but I don't want to think about it. Are any of the dancer equipments, or any of the sword dance equipments equipable by a non-dancer? Does the Lamia's tiara, is that one that anyone can equip? And that increases sword dance odds? I might have to put that on somebody. I know the red shoes, rainbow dress, and ribbon are equip ribbons equipment, but I think there's at least one piece that isn't. And the man-eater. But the man-eater I don't give a shit about. Tyrannosaur fight is all we need, the thesis-level experts of this game. If this suit is made of real Moogle, I have many questions about their culture. Well, we make like, you know, human suits that aren't made of real humans, I hope. Man-eater isn't a real weapon. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. I can't even use it. You say one piece. Shut up. Why do you hope for that? I don't know anything anymore. At least this means the run will be extra long. It'll be more time to tell very low quality puns. Silver lining, right? You're welcome. Final Fantasy X, everyone has daddy issues. I feel like if there's any piece of media that you have to put the subtitle "Everyone Has Daddy Issues" on, it has to be something of Vivzy Pops, right? Girl's a yapper. I have to get float to get to survive the cat lava. Well, I won't need float for the lava because I have Geomancer. Like, I am allowing Geomancer in this run, so overworld shit I won't have to worry about, which is great for me. Get rid of that. Don't need that, don't need this. I don't think I'll need these flails anymore. Lamia's tiara is usable. Oh yeah, the greatsword too. I might as well grab that now. There we go. I always forget that I can get this now. I for some reason in a lot of runs I think that I have to wait until I come back, because they won't jump into the moat until you come back from Drakenvale, but nope, you can get this right now. And yeah, I will definitely get the Lamia harp. It'll be the best Bard weapon for quite a while, for whenever I decide to actually use Bard. I mostly am trying to get points on Bard because I want equip harps for the magic and agility boost. Is this the Seer video preview stream? Probably not. Whatever Seer's got going, he is very not privy to let anyone even have a hint as to what it is, and that just makes the wait all the more enticing. Alright, what you got? I think it's the same stuff as in Regol. I don't need Orichalcum Dirks. Buy some wizard hats. Buy some Gaia gear. I'm buying 4 of them just in case. I don't think I need 4, but I'm buying 4 anyway. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep you with the greatsword. You know what, Bartz, you can be fucking Red Mage. Red Mage with the greatsword, why not?
Oh, shit.
No, wait, with Dancing Dagger is what I meant to say. Or wait, both of you are Red Mage. Why does I say Blue Mage? Who hasn't mastered Blue Mage? You, okay. I'll put you on Blue Mage then. Don't want to be cheating here. You can be Bard, I guess. Fuck it. Dancing Dagger, Greatsword. Okay. And, Dream Harp. Although I'm gonna replace it with the Lamia Harp in a second here. Okay. Seers, Final Fantasy V be like no weapons, wealth, or women. Yeah, I was a big fan of the alliteration for his Final Fantasy IV run. Whoa. I'll never understand is how the entire quest of 10 is setting up a prequel, but they never made Braska's quest. Thank you, again. Once again, I don't feel obligated to continue doing that, but I do greatly appreciate it, believe me. You, Seer, and Backlog Buster all make the good stuff with the Final Fantasy games. Thank you for saying so. Whoa. I've never seen him do that before. Bards. Seer's challenge will probably be more or less sleep-inducing, because he'll be cussing more. Bard 3 kobolds in a trench coat. We never got to play as Jack Sparrow. There's the Angel Robe, which I could never use. Got paid before Cyber Monday. That's good. Instead of giving money to YouTube, simply find Super, put the $20 into his hand. That is actually a thing, is that if you're gonna... I would also might recommend giving to the Ko-Fi, because YouTube won't be taking a share of that money. And that's really all I care about, is making sure that YouTube doesn't get it. But again, I do appreciate it. Whatever shit talk that I put out, I do appreciate it. I think this run is okay right now. If I give memberships on mobile, I do that. Oh, I didn't know that you couldn't do that on mobile. That's weird. The shopkeeper's got some nerve beating up their gang, I know, right? Super Chat takes a larger chunk of YouTube than other kinds of donation. Well, now you know. I'm glad that there's so many people watching this, because I don't think I would be able to tolerate a run like this if I was doing it offline by myself. Which is why I kind of feel bad for Seer. He has to... Because he's so, like, secretive... I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but because he's so secretive, he's, like... He just has to suffer in silence by himself. Just like, oh, this sucks, for this entire life, basically. And I just feel bad. Ouch, okay, I've never seen him do that before. What the fuck? Wanna be in Kidu, yeah. He killed the shit out of me. YouTube now stacking 3 ads. If there's ads, I apologize. I always suggest for people to have ad block. Because I don't get... I mean, I never run ads. Oh yeah, it can confuse itself. I never run ads. So I'm not getting any money for them. I mean, I guess I get money from the ads for the regular videos, but I'd still recommend you have ad block. The money I make from YouTube is small potatoes. Does this guy just never attack himself? What's Mint's opinion on this guy? Good question. Where is Mint anyway? Let me bring up my binoculars. No Ko-Fi alert. Well, whatever you just did, thanks. Hello. Oh wait, did he use Vampire? I thought he just used Drain. I guess he just won't attack himself. Does this knock people out of confusion? Damn. This is another boss that I've, like, never ever had issues with. So if I suddenly die to him, this is going to be kind of funny. And Kito's a D- monster. Ko-Fi alerts disabled. Wait, I think I just read these. Read that. Not half as sexy as Kill Turtle. Shush. If I can set up Ko-Fi alerts on stream, I would do that. I just kind of made a Ko-Fi and then never did anything with it. And I only made the Ko-Fi just because I figured I would never get monetized. But it turns out the reason I didn't get monetized when I could have was because of a fuck up on YouTube's end. But whatever. 1 damage. I think this guy has literally 1 health. Let's see if he ever hits himself. Why does he just literally never attacks? Ever. Wow, 470 for a jitterbug. That's like over twice as much as how, that's over twice as much as how much it usually does. For a dancer. 1/3 chance to do Vampire every other turn? Well, good thing I got lucky. I didn't even save. If I had lost there, that would have been sad. Can be hit by old. Well, luckily it didn't end up being an issue. Does Cure regrow an organ if it gets ripped out? I never saw the Cure spells and like elixirs and stuff as regrowing organs. I always saw them as more of a just, you know, closing up a wound kind of thing. Like if you get your leg cut off, you probably won't grow it back. Time for my favorite village. That's why we got to get the fuck out of here as fast as possible. Go! I ask on behalf of a friend who might be a cat. Fear and hunger type shit. I guess I might want this stuff for the red mage. Getting organs back is what regen does. That's a good point. I guess I'll buy a poison rod just in case. Why not? I think I did this already. Hold on. Yeah, I think I did. I know, actually, I have 2 ninja suits. I'll just have both of you have that. Gaia gear, ninja suit. Yeah. And then, yeah, you 2 have Elven Mantle, and then you 2 have Angel Ring, because they give the most stats. My strength is only 35. I'm not sure if it's worth... Let's sell this for some. Sell this. Pretty sure I'll never need the silver harp ever again. Man, this song sucks. I just go like full-on attack red mage with the twist headband power gear and power armlet. Why not? Let's try it out. I'll put the Elven Mantle on Galoof. And give you the Lamia harp. Oh wait, yeah, Confusion. It's a Confusion harp. That means I can get float without the dancing dagger. That's good. And they mean renewable food for everyone. Cura regrowing organs. Means renewable food for Reese. That's why we have to hope that it doesn't do that. I've always imagined HP is more about fighting stamina than an actual wound. So that means that the death spell is just like a punch to the gut. It just instantly wins you for everything. How did Square never reuse dual and triple text? That's a good question. Not sure myself. Oh, these guys have no health. That was 3/16. I probably should just put on an actual attacking weapon for Galoof so I can hold the A button with authority. There, it's a bunch of Reese's. That's true. Run! Kiraga on a cow for infinite stakes. Yeah, that definitely is some man-made horror shit, like, straight up. Hold on a second. Transfusion shoots all your healthy organs into a target. That's why it killed you. Blitz fast with Tidus and Waka double shot header. That'd be sick. That'd be badass. The activation chance for dance on the dancing dagger is much lower than I thought it was. I thought it was like 50%. Am I just really lucky/unlucky? Grinding straight to 99 to the power of weird evil cats. Yeah, 648 is pretty good for this run, like, legitimately. For the red mage, that's actually, like, respectable damage, as sad as it is to say. Sure, put the poison rod on. Can the poison rod not rod breaking it, can the poison rod inflict bio or I mean, inflict sap or poison? I have to be careful with the dancing dagger against this guy because, yeah, that'll happen. Not that it matters, because my MP is useless, but still. Your luck has been weird all night. Usually my luck stat is pretty great, but not so much tonight. It inflicts purple. Ah! See, as soon as I say shit about the goddamn dancing dagger, it goes out of its way to be as annoying as fucking possible. I hate you, Dancer. Even in a run where I don't allow the Dancer, it still wants to fuck me over. Yeah, you're fucking lucky. Maybe I should just have the healing staff on for fights like this. I definitely do want to fight these dragons whenever they show up, because the 2500 from the dragon fangs that I'll sell is going to be a very, very large chunk of change. Lena shakes her hips in a way that kills her and heals the enemy. Fuck's sake. That's fucked up to the Silent Hill concept art book with it. These poison, or the bell, I should have a Geomancer just to attack these poison eagles, because they barely have any HP, but their evasion is freakishly high. Ouch. There goes my main damage dealer. I should probably just run away. Grippy enemies with the Jordans are fake. But yeah, me getting the Lamia Harp was why I don't expect the boss here will be too bad. I don't think it's going to be easy, but considering it is vulnerable to percent-based damage, I think it'll be less annoying than a lot of other bosses. But again, we'll fucking see what happens. I really shouldn't count my chickens. The bone mail might actually be good. The bone mail makes you immune to a bunch of random status effects, right? It might be good for this boss. Maybe that's... I'm like having an epiphany. Maybe that's why they give you the bone mail here, is because it makes the user immune... I'm not helping your ass. Makes you the user immune to all of the status effects that the tiny flowers can inflict in the boss fight. Do you think he likes a dancer? Yeah, I might need to do a few more runs of this game to find out for sure. Every attack is a dance of command mechanic for a random command. I did try one time. I talked about this. Actually, I talked about this when I was on this this dungeon in a previous run where I had an idea for a run where it was all random random thing happens commands like dance, call, Gaia, animals. But I had to stop it because I also had like a self-imposed rule of like I had to get every summon, and that just made the run like undoable past the sandworm. Like this, I think I stopped at the soul cannon because fuck that. So I think that if I was to do it again and I would do it on stream, then I would selectively choose my summons. I would be very choosy. You shouldn't clean your pants before they're shitted. Facts. Also, yeah, Reese is audible. If you put bone mail on Necromancer, do you get undead? I assume, like, gameplay-wise, I assume nothing happens, but that is a funny concept. Hold on a second. Jordan! Jordan! Make Reese make more noise. Squeeze Reese or something. Make her make noise. Shake her or something. Shake her like a maraca. She knows what's up. She knows that I'm talking, so she's like, oh, I better shut up. Come on, Reese. Say something funny. Try biting her neck again. Well, not biting, but you know what I mean.
Nothing? You always meow when I pick you up.
She's
like always.
Completely stone-faced cat. Oh, that was something.
Every time I pick you up, you meow.
Except when you're near the
Except for
microphone.
when the mic is on.
Yeah. Psychologically torment her with cruel words. I do that all the time, but it doesn't work very well. That was like a squeak. It wasn't really a meow. There we go. Thank you. Alright, that's good enough.
How do you know when the mic is on?
She's just too stupid for her own good. Necromancers can't use bone plate. I thought bone plate was an armor that like anybody could use. I mean, it's like a light armor, and most jobs can use light armor, but I guess no. Oh well. Well, let's see. Can bait? No. Yeah, the summoner can't use it, so I guess that makes sense. Maybe you put the knight's equip armor on him. See what happens. Who should I put the bone mail on, if anybody? I'll put it on... I'll save. I'll put it on the red mage and see how that helps, if it helps. Thank you. we love the Gato, love the creature. Can you put Reese in a situation? I like how vague, like vaguely threatening that sounds. Yeah, I'm appreciating the high escape chance while I have it, because once I get to Castle Exdeath, I'm fucked. What the crap was that? Let's see how much this does. Damn, 2250. That's pretty damn good. Claims to be pro-life, dies anyway. Look at that damage! Yeah, you really gotta wonder what Seer's up to, because whatever he's come up with, I'm sure it's fucked up. Make Reese consider the existential horrors of life. Oh shit, Galoof is old. Older than usual. Oh, and Gato gave you 5 silver points. Is that a Final Fantasy VII reference? Also, are harps affected by blind? Am I immune to blind? I am. Thank you, Bone Mail. And the high defense means I don't need to worry about, getting cured, because I'll basically take 0 damage from anything anyway. I guess that I've learned something, that this boss is basically what the bone mail is made for. That's interesting. Damn, Galoob is getting hit with fucking every status effect at once. Oh, sword dance! You know, 1200, I'll take that. I think that was the back row attack. No, I think that's normal. Well, still, 1200, 4 digits in a run like this. I'll take that to the fucking bank. Happy birthday, Naomi. Is Naomi even here? I don't think she is. But happy birthday, Naomi, anyway, in case she ever watches this, which she won't. Getting chipped away by the fucking flowers. They're not even trying to attack Ferris. I guess hearts are not affected by that. They're not affected by it. Not affected by blind, is what I mean. Give peas a chance. Yeah, give peas a chance. Hashtag give peas a chance. And the gill turtle isn't what the bone mail is for? I don't think so, no. Doesn't seem like the best boss to use it on. There we go. What, I still need to kill the tiny flowers? I thought they all died on impact. Oh, whatever. Ferris can take care of the small flowers, too. Do the powders just do fixed damage? Because it just does 50 to everybody, no matter what. Okay, let's just fucking... Hold on a second. Oh god, don't actually lose. Okay, there. I got kind of worried for a second there. But I sure bone mail isn't for the first goblin. Never tried it on the first goblin. I guess we'll need to ROM hack it in and see how it goes. Stopped watching for a whole day and you're still on this fight. Shut up, Max. Must know what Mint thinks about the dragon pod. Okay, hopefully I can get back to the fucking save point. Mint, what do you think about the dragon pod? Ugh. Goblin D's nuts. Damn. Got him. Alright, back to power armlets. I mean power slash. I mean, etc. Dragon pod would be a freaky one? Sure, why not? What the fuck? Bone mail only run where you can only heal with White Wind and Drain magic. What is wrong with you guys? I can do this. I can heal that guy to hit him. I wish fewer people played. Is TOP Tales of Fantasia in this context? Final Fantasy V adult mod, but the only change that XDev has a massive cod piece. As it's I changed one thing about Final Fantasy V. Play through the game and find out what it is. And then people find out and they're like, oh my god. Cheat in 4 bone mails and white mage only. I think that might actually... I mean, it would be bad. Like, it would be real bad. But also, bone mail gives you such ridiculously high defenses that you might actually spend the first pretty sizable chunk of the game taking 0 damage for everything, especially with Protect. I think it's less bad than you might think. Yeah, the Game Boy... Everybody should watch the intro Game Boy Advance Tales of Fantasia. Just for the boss, or just for the voices. Lena. Kill him. This ends now. Indignation. Or no, before that he says, what the heck is that? Or does it just say, what the heck? I actually can't remember. Yeah, there's no healing with 4 bone mails, that is true. That's why I'm saying for, like, the beginning of the run might not be that bad. The further you go, the more fucked up it would be. But then it would loop back around to being easy again because you just nuke everything with fucking holy. And you have the magic lamp so you can use Golem. And like you have protect and shell and shit. I think the hardest part would be like World 2 or like late World 1. It would be fucked up no matter what though. Is there some challenge where you can only kill enemies if you copy and use from a move from an opponent each fight? That is not a thing in this game. You cannot copy enemy moves, but if that was a thing, I'm sure someone would try it. The closest thing is just a blue magic only run, which wouldn't be too interesting because blue mage is overpowered. 750 only punches. I would never do punch only, like with no barehanded in a run like this. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a barehanded character do triple-digit damage. SX death. No. I never actually played SNES Fantasia. It's very impressive for a Super Nintendo game, but I myself have never played it. The only version of Fantasia I've beaten is the PS1 fan translation by... I think it was by Absolute Zero, right? That guy that was making a bunch of fan translations, and then he just took his toys and left and said, I am not going to fan translate anymore, and doing so is like an insult to creators' works or something. I'm probably putting words in his mouth. But the fact that he just left the internet and took all his fan translations with him is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Thank God we have Life Bottle Productions now. No boss is too horrible. Most of the bosses in the PS1 Tales of games are kind of ass. I like Eternia a lot, but even like early game bosses in that game are shit. Capture only run. That would be probably impossible because the most amount of damage you can do with a capture is 9999. So you just wouldn't be able to beat any boss that has more than like 39,000 etc. health. If something has more than 4 times 9999, then you're fucked. Give me your 24 potions. It is 24, right? Yeah, that's like 300 gil. Mech's death. It's the yellow tint. Does Phoenix revive bypass bone mail? Good question. I'm going to assume that yes. I'm just assuming that bone mail prevents you from being revived, period. Because the Necromancer undead is a special kind of undead that can be revived with Phoenix Downs. But, yeah, I don't know how... I wouldn't know how Phoenix and the bone mail interact. I've never tried. Capture only run is technically possible if you catch someone and force them to play the game. Okay, I think that has other issues, but you're right. You're technically correct, which is, as always, the most apt form of being correct. Capture only doesn't work, but Beastmaster only would. Yeah, we have... If you need any, like, all one job only runs, then Backlog Buster has got you fucking covered. I will keep the bone mail. Wind Slash. I can sell the... What's it called? Hypno Crown. Why this thing is worth so much money, and why it's worth such an arbitrary amount of money, I'll never understand, but whatever. I'm rich. Bard penis music only run. If Pixel Remaster gets to the point where that's a moddable thing, then yeah, we'll do that. Sure, whatever. With X-Death with Text Death, and the only thing that's different is that he has a cowboy hat. I think Lena's being eaten by a Moogle. Oh, there she is. X-Death, formerly known as Twitter Death. Foresee any problems against Boatgamesh? Hopefully not. Enkidu is not heavy, so I can chunk him with the Lamia Harp. He's also vulnerable to Confuse, actually, so I think if I... Or is it just vulnerable to Control? I think he's vulnerable to Confuse, so I can hit him with the Lamia Harp to confuse him. Either way, the Bard will probably take care of him. As for Gilgamesh himself, I don't think it'll be too bad. I always maintain that the hardest a Gilgamesh fight is the big bridge one. But, you know, literally any boss in this run can be difficult. in a run as, like, fucked up and restriction heavy as this, so I don't know, we'll see. Hypno Crown is a crown, grounds have valuable gems in them. Okay, I will take that as the explanation. Thank you for coming up with something. I'm not fast forwarding this. Anyway, Gex Death, a lizard warlock that makes outdated TV references. Wahaha! This is just like having tacos at Bill Murray's house. Something like that, right? I've still got I haven't done the X-Death voice in a while. It's kind of rusty. I apologize. Case in point, stupid dinosaur skeleton that took many attempts and many jokes. Yes, exactly. I am definitely a Krill person. There's 3 different names. There's Kara, Kryl, and Krill, and I am Team Krill, because it's the easiest to say and rolls off the tongue better. I also like Krill, the spelling, better because it fits in with everyone's 5-letter name thing. Which is also why I prefer Bart's over Butts, even without the stupid butt joke. No, that was awesome. Thank you. Am I, hold on a second. Weird Ronka. I really should remember where these books go. The books actually go, like, the shelves are actually aligned logically in this version. But I still will always forget them. This is Krill because the PS version was my intro. Whales don't eat clownfish, they eat krill. It's always the fucking whale thing. Like, oh yeah, it's a fucking fish. Anyway, look at this. Anyway. Barfs, the hero of the vomit crystal. Farts. Team Krill, because they're gonna krill people. Yeah, I can go with that. It's fucked up her Japanese name is Kururu. Is it the same thing with Krillin? What if Krill's English name was Krillin? That would be horrible. What did Parts mean by this? I hate this dude standing here, because there's a treasure chest back there that you can't get to, or it's like a hidden chest that you can't get to until World 3, and all it has is a fucking cottage. The hell is that about? I think in the RPG translation of that donkeys joke that Boris just did, I think it's like a... like he's trying to look for, like, a Playboy magazine or some shit. Alright, this is only for float. Yeah, I don't know why I ever bother doing this if I don't have Time Mage. So weird to me that they changed the GBA ports. Unique names are all Final Fantasy. I don't know. I like all the GBA names. I'm a big fan of this game, of this translation, the GBA one. I'm seriously surprised they changed the translation at all for the Pixel Remaster port. Like, it's 99% of the same. Like, they kept the great... like, they kept the great moments, like... I think Bart still says, like, what the crap was that? Or, you know, Gilgamesh's, but now it's morphing time. Ladies are dressed like men and all that. But they still did change some things in the translation, which is the weird thing. The cottage is a metaphor for the housing crisis. Try to find Playboy, but they only have Game Boy. Bars. Hearts, champions of delicious snack food. Lena's okay. I'm a Lena fan. Lena over Reina. I like, I also, we talked about this last stream. I am a Eris with an S over Aerith, TH person. I'm on the wrong continent. I also prefer, what's some other names? I prefer, I don't think anyone would ever argue with this, but I've seen some people call her Lydia instead of Rydia. I think pretty much everyone would agree that Rydia is a better name for the girl from 4. Aristan, let's fucking go. Thriller Queen. Where the fuck are the boats? Oh right, I'm supposed to go to Nito's cave. Dumbass. I always forget about this part because it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Terra also. Yeah, Terra over Tina, definitely. Yeah, localizations don't bother me so much either. I mean, there's still, like, there's stuff to get mad at with localizations. Like, people always point to Fire Emblem. But Fire Emblem, I think, is the exception, not the rule. I know they mixed up the R and L for Lydia, Rydia. But, like, I think, even all things being equal, I think Rydia is a better name. Clash. Oh yeah, Clash Man, Crash Man. What's some other ones? Let's call them Bass and Treble over Forte and Gospel. Bass is a better name. I gotta be honest. Rydia is worse than Rydia. Lydia is also... Okay, I've never seen anybody call her Rydia. Or, no, wait, Seer called her Rydia, didn't he? He was making fun of how nobody knows how to say Cecil's name, but then he unironically calls her Rydia for the video, which I thought was funny. Maybe that's part of the joke, I don't know. Actually, no, I just remembered in the 6 video that he made fun of people that gave him shit for that. Blues or Proto Man. Blues fits the like, you know, the musical theming that everyone has. But Proto Man works better with Mega Man because it's like neither of them are musical. If they just stuck with Rock Man and Blues, I think it would have been fine. But because it's Mega Man, I think I prefer Proto Man. Roll can stay the way she is, I guess. I used to argue with kids about how to say Cecil. Well, now because of Dissidia, we know it's Cecil, Zidane, and Tidus. So, no more arguing. Bedtime for me. Night, have a good stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be going for about another hour before I have to go to work, or at least get ready to go to work. Dissidia pilled. That's me. It's not Tidus, it's a Meg Ryan. Okay, yeah, well, it's Meg Ryan in Original 10, and then it becomes Tidus and Dissidia for some arbitrary reason that we're still not sure of. Oh yeah, Tidus was set in Kingdom Hearts. That's true. Tifa. Roll is almost localized to Biscuit. Is that true? Is that real? That's a very cute name, but not a very good one. It's Cecil in The Simpsons, and Sideshow Bob's brother had that name, so that's when I learned the real pronunciation. Well, it is a name that has multiple I'm surprised I didn't get into an encounter with that guy. It is a name that has many legitimate pronunciations. It's just that Final Fantasy Cecil specifically is that. I think Galoof still has the healing staff, so... Me and Sora eat Cecil ice cream. What the fuck? Can't believe streamers employed. I know, it's crazy, right? Alright, so I said this fight probably wouldn't be too big of an issue, but we'll see what happens. Tifa. Ugh. I think this guy's heavy, so yeah, Boris is basically not going to be doing anything for the majority of the fight. Ooh, nice. Right off the bat. So, Bartz is basically going to be doing nothing until Enkidu shows up. Ouch. Yeah, I'm going to learn Missile if I win this fight. That's funny. The OG X5 translation. Oh yeah, the Duff McWhalen. Duff McFucking-Whalen. I hate that they actually changed the names to the real names in the X collection. That's so fucked up. They shouldn't have done that. Gilgamesh. Oh yeah, another translation. Like, there's the Devil May Cry 1 Nero Angelo, which is just like very... Like, I know that's how it was localized, but that's just like very obviously not right. It's supposed to be Nero Angelo. Because, like, Nero means black or something. Alright, he's gonna come in and heal him. Leisurely as ever. Let's return the trouble and make it double! Alright, Bortz, get him. Okay, he's not vulnerable to confuse, so I was wrong about that, but he is not heavy, so that's okay. Ouch. This is going to be difficult to heal off. It's a good thing he only does White Wind once. Will you fucking stop? Lena, please get a healing one. Okay, you know what? If you're gonna do anything, do sword dance. Yeah, just ignore me. Just keep sword dancing. If that's what you want to do, I am not going to stop you. The GBA version of this song sure leans in the square way. It definitely does. Yeah, Jitterbug, yeah, that's a heal. It's more than the fucking dagger is doing, so... Honestly, attacking normally with the dancing dagger is the worst thing she can do with it. Aside from the confusion, anyway, but whatever. Again, like I said, I'll take what I can get with this fucking sword, this fucking knife. X4 was the last good X game. The only X game I like is X1. Like, unconditionally. Why did it do the... He does an axe attack, that's interesting. Yeah, the final bosses of 4 and 5 GBA have an insane amount of input delay, or not delay, an insane amount of lag because of the backgrounds. It makes it almost intolerable. I'm with you there. Good thing we have MP drain, yep. Good thing. Who needs healing? You do. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Did they screw up Yang's stat growth in 4 GBA? I was unaware of this. That's especially unfortunate since he's actually playable. You can switch out your party members and stuff in that version. Yeah, Jitterbug. That's one less person I have to heal. Oh! Slow. Oh! It missed. Now the healing staff is... Oh, what? He can do White Wind again? Oh, man. That sucks. Well, now I know how much health he has. He has about 1,500 now, I think. Ugh. You're slowed and you spend your one attack on missing? Dickhead. You can put Edward over Edge in 4, so it's the best version. Yeah, the best version of 4 probably is the GBA. Stop missing! What the fuck? Why can you fuckers not hit anymore? Ugh. Dancing Dagger post Lamia TR? Yeah, probably will be. And I mean, maybe. It's not a definite thing, but I'm anticipating that will be the case, yes. Yeah, Edward actually is a legit party member late in a 4 if you do all the extra stuff, like the bonus dungeons for his best weapons and shit. It's just that most people aren't gonna do that. A lot of people probably don't even know you can switch the party members in 4 GBA, if I had to guess. Because I didn't until I'd already gone through the game once. Dickhead. Hedge is too squishy. That he is. He doesn't really seem that good at anything. Like, he can dual wield, or he can, like, flee, which is good. God damn it. I think I just lost. He can flee, and he can do, like, really weak magic attacks. Man, gotta slow everybody. Ugh. Alright, Sword Dance is good. Can Lena do it? He cannot. I'm dead. Even Rosa is better. Edge as good as a back row inventory cleaner. I guess he does have throw, yeah, that's true. What's the longest fight in this challenge? I think so far the longest fight has been, like the longest successful fight anyway, has been the what the hell? The fucking turtle in Adamantoise. I think Adamantoise has been the longest successful fight, but as for the most amount of attempts, I think it has been either Archaeoavis or maybe Tyrannosaur? Maybe? Ouroboros is probably also up there for most amount of attempts, so that one I literally just had to get lucky with not getting self-destructed too many times. Good at edging. Final Fantasy IV throw is one of the worst. I mean, I'm sure it's one of the worst throws, but it's something that he can do. Because every time I've gotten to the end game of 4, which is not very many times, like less than 5, it seems like edge is always my weak link. Never knew Edge got so much hate. It is also the thing that he just comes in at the very end of the game, where it's like there's so many more party members. I guess you have to press A to engage battle with these dudes. I thought they could just fight you if they ran into your front. I forgot what I was saying. I just threw a mustard bomb straight into the air and landed in his mouth. Anyway, yeah, Edge comes in like the very end of the game, which puts him off of some people because there's so many more interesting party members like Yang. Trying to play Pokemon in 5. 4 might be the worst throw. Well, even a bad throw could be worse, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I really don't care what dance you do. Because I am basically just only having the Dancing Dagger here for the occasional 4-digit damage, but if it doesn't work too much, I might have to just give up and try something else. Edge feels like a temp worker. What an odd thing to say. Tactics games throws aren't so impressive. That is true, yeah. Throw in Tactics A2 was pretty dog shit. I used it in the beginning just because I had so many items from taking them off of people. Fuck everything. Pestle, Sid, Porom, Palom, Edger team. That sounds... I mean, Palom and Porom could be worse, you know? Steel might as well be broken and forward, so useless. Alright, well, I guess I'm learning something. I'm wondering if I should, like, replace Lena with maybe the Geomancer with the Bell? Just to, like, I don't know, just to feel something. Just to get rid of him faster, because he's the one that slows me. Oh god, Vampire. That hurts. Didn't know he had Vampire, too. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should just have another back row attacker to tag teaming Kidu. Replace Lena with Power Realm. 9 steel I've heard is the best steel, basically because of necessity. Because the game hides so much crazy shit behind stealing, and it's really annoying. Ugh. PlayStation era in general, so they made steel OP. Ah, you punk. Ugh. Right, fine, I'm going for you then. Undo all my goddamn work. This game is moving at 60 frames per second or something. I know my eyes aren't fooling me. At least the Drain dance isn't affected by row, even though Sword dance is. Man, and Kidu is being a real fucker today. my god. Come on, man. Ugh, a 600 damage sword dance is just depressing to look at. If this game is running in 60, then I'm unaware of it. I'm pretty bad at telling the difference between frame rates. Ugh. God damn it. A reset. Man, that guy's a real asshole. Okay, what can I do instead of maybe Dancing Dagger? I guess I can try the Geomancer with the bell. Why not? And maybe I could just have Ferris with the Dancing Dagger? I guess. Why not? Or the shot. The most unexpected bosses of being real pains of asses lately. Yeah, that's what I get for saying I don't think this boss will be that hard. And I'm actually getting really good Dancing Dagger luck, at least for now. Tactics throw is weaker because it can only do 999 damage cap, unlike other games where it can do max damage. Or 4-9, so that's the scale. So a throw that does 30 is the equivalent of like 300. Old shit talk shit. Enkidu, he's fronting for his bro, that's real shit. Also, yes, Enkidu is a palette swap of Abductor. It might be the exact same color palette even. If it's different, it's barely different. The jobs with the highest strength are Red Mage and Geomancer. I think they're the only mages that have a positive strength score, if you don't count, like, you know, the Mystic Knight or Mime. Oh, hey, yeah, they can, no, wait, I was holding down Auto-Fire A, that's why it fought me. Yeah, see, that's a sword dance damage number, but I wish I hadn't wasted it on a random dude. Lena has that hidden ability for Zangoose from Pokemon where they gain 50% attack power from being poisoned. Lena only has that when Backlog Buster's playing. Damn. Wish I could have it too. Be pretty handy right about now. The Geomancer's stats are just like generally good. It has all positive stats. It is surprisingly good for what it is. Not gonna complain about Mystery Waltzes. Yeah, the view count is quite high right now, which is just nice. Oops. Okay. Let's go again. Good start. Resetting boss fights must be in demand. The supply is low, but the demand is high. Yeah, whatever. That undoes my sword dance, but at least it made him attack faster. Alright, you attack him. Yeah, whatever. Drain MP. Hopefully this is a lot. 700? Yeah, okay. Diamond Bell is actually good. I'm stunned. No wonder they only give you one bell. It's actually decent. But again, only in this run where I'm not allowed to use Gaia. Ugh. Ugh. Thank God bells can't miss, for some reason. Demand skyrocketed. Ouch. Asshole. And Wind Slash is like the only dangerous thing either of them can do. We will grind for the Tinkerbell. I do not think I will do that. The Gaia Bell is like my only way of doing party damage. Oh no! Vampire, that's gonna do like 2,000 damage to me. Please don't do that. People love tedium streams. For some reason, they really do. I won't judge. That means people are Must be having some kind of fun. Okay, yeah. Switching out Blue Mage for Geomancer was actually a great idea. Glad I thought of it. Unfortunately, now the Bard is basically useless. But that's okay. Because he did help for what he was sent to be here for. The Barts is useless. The Barts slash the Butts slash etc. The Bards. Yeah, maybe I should have named him. If I had foresight, I would have named him Bards. Oh, whoops. Well, shit. That was fucking stupid. It's fine. I think the Geomancer can handle this. Let's go online to get a recipe for the dinner. Oh yeah, I'm choking. I'm sorry. That's all right. I think I'll be all right. I think Lena can handle this. Let me just speed up frequently. This way he doesn't like artichokes reminds him of boss fights. So true, bestie. Farts poisoned your mind at a belling Ferris wheel. My magic evasion must be abnormally high. And I am not gonna complain. Throwing for content, yep, that's me. Just have to make sure to not heal Gilgamesh and we'll be okay. If only I was allowed to use Phoenix Downs. In a second, Enkidu comes in and heals him. Like, Enkidu, my faithful sidekick, parentheses 2. I think your chat is fucking stupid, especially myself. That's rude. Enki 2, yeah, that's way better than what I said. Somehow Enkidu returned. That's the best thing about the Star Wars sequels, is all the shitty memes that come out of it. Yes, Enkidu did attempt a vampire. No, wait, I'm throwing again. Enkidu did attempt a vampire, but it missed. Basically, all the blue magic that they're attempting is missing. Oh my god. There are sequels? I don't think you should watch them, honestly. Somebody has to use a Phoenix Down Whiteout on Enkidu. Gilgamesh, you're a master of playing fair, right? Sound and matching the bell animation. Lena's decided she was fucking having it. She's fucking had it with the poison memes. Honestly, based. I agree with her. Lena's too sleepy to aim in her pajamas. She's just like closing her eyes and rubbing them with one hand while she's dinging the bell with the other. Whoops. Man, I'm doing real great right now. Blue magic, more like poo magic. They aren't doing anything. So true. She looks like Bomb from Kirby. Yeah, she does have the hat. This game does have stealable or droppable healing staves. I don't, but by the time I get to another one, I don't think I'll need it, because dedicating 2 people to casting Cura is probably not going to be the greatest strategy of all time. It's funny that I had to grind to level 30 for Soul Cannon and Archeo Avis, and I haven't leveled up a single time since then. Like, that's how much of a roadblock those bosses were, is that I had to grind to a level higher than I usually arrive in World 3 with to beat World 1, and then ever since then it's been kind of a steady decline, or at least maintaining difficulty. In no way would I have ever guessed your DPSV Geomancer with a Diamond Bell. I know. Turns out the Diamond Bell is actually, like, pretty decent. It's just that you would never know because there's no point in using the bells because of what the Geomancer is good at. I feel like Gaia should have at least cost, like, 5 or something. Some amount that you would eventually have to rely on using regular attacks, but whatever. Did you beat Neo Exo with a party in the high 20s? I did, but that was with a party that was extremely overpowered. I think this party... You look at this party and you're like, oh, a summoner or a bard? Like, you've got it fucking set, but you don't know, like, you don't know the truth of the matter. You haven't seen what I'm actually up to, what kind of goofy shit I'm up to. And now... we're going to the barrier tower. I'm going to have to farm for 4 reflect rings. So I have to ask, how does farming for item drops work? Can I save state right before the killing blow and then just load until it drops? Is that how it works? Or do I have to actually vary up my the things that I do in order to get a different result? Diamond Bell, Dancing Dagger. And I'll keep you as Bard, I guess. Okay. Unless you can use it on Omniscient. I'm not sure if I can. I think Omniscient does not like the bell in this version. Or does he not like it in PR? I don't know, it keeps changing. Did you already beat Gilgamesh? I just beat Gilgamesh. Probably not. Depends on how 5 does RNG. Yes, on GBA, you can save state before killing an enemy. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll just save state right before killing a Reflect Knight and then just mash attack until it works. Get back. Come on. Alright. Here we go. So, yeah, this is now going to be grinding stream for the next half hour to when I, have to leave. So, how's everybody doing? Okay, here's one. Is this shit reflectable? No, it isn't. Okay. 300. Hold on. Let me look up how much HP this dude has. I could just use that as information, but I'm not going to. FFV Reflect Knight. How much health? 1600. Okay. Oh yeah, of course it's 1600 because it does 3/16 of an enemy's health. Duh. Alright, 300 is 700. That's 800. That's like 1400, I think. Okay, so if I pass turn, so if I save state here and just attack and then reload if I don't get it. What if I got the ring first try? Damn. What if, though? So I just kind of, like, reload, hit attack. I really hope this works. I also feel like I should turn off the music and play something else, because listening to just listening to this for the next half hour is going to be torturous to the ears. I'm dying, Squirtle. Need to change the timing. You're timing it differently? Okay. I'm trying to wait, like... I don't know, kind of, like, fast forward. Listen to Gemorphos's album. That's a good idea. Let me do that, actually. Let me mute this game. No, not pause. Mute. Alright, and then go here. Game audio. Turn down the volume a lot just so I don't jump scare you guys. I think that's a good volume. Alright, here we go. I said listen to Genesis, I was gonna say damn. Alright. Oops. There we go. Alright. For once, the weather isn't roasting hot with a guarantee for skin cancer. Yeah, it's been snowing a lot over here. It snowed a shit ton, like, last night. The tick turn rate, yeah, that makes sense. I'm allowing using row. For the sake of just the grinding, I guess I can just, like, you know, do row, and then maybe I can use defend just to get things over with faster. Mutes a time magic spell, you can't do that. Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe I could just... I'll allow breaking the rules just for the sake of getting the grinding over with. Fuck it. Change turns to change the RNG. Using time magic save state, so we've already thrown the rules out. Sorry. Does doing this change the RNG at all? Changing, like, this shit? Rare drop is really rare, indeed. My luck has been really fucked up this whole run, so I'm not expecting this to go well. We're here for the long haul. Oops. And like defend and then galoof. Let's see if I can... Let me see if I can find a way to manipulate RNG. If you are able to find something, that would be appreciated. Anything would work. Hopefully not Princess... I think the rarest an item is like 1 out of 16 or like 1 out of 10 or some shit. I don't think it gets like excessively rare. Oh, whoops, I'm supposed to reload. What am I doing? Let's wait for a long time and then try attacking. I will need a different Reflect Knight. Like, I have done this reload strategy before. It's just I'm not sure what exactly changes the RNG. Yeah, rares are only 1/16, which is pretty nice. Blah, 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 blah. Can't even use magic on him because he's a friggin' Reflect Knight. I guess I could cast Flamethrower. Oh god, he's breaking the rules. My god, what a cheater. Nope, didn't even work. Cheaters never prosper, it's true what they say. If I have to grind encounters in GBA, then maybe using speed up with a Berserker team would speed it up or at least lower the amount of button presses. I don't... Berserkers actually attack slower than people normally do, so I'm not sure if it would make it faster or not. Use of the 12, the chest drops in 12, oh god. Man, not even that. Here, I'll do the sound effects. I'll just do that sound effect. I'm not doing any other sound effects. By the way, can you guys hear the music? Do axes have a weight? I don't think any weapon in this game has weight. I think only armor, like armor accessories and shields have weight, but nothing else does. The piano. Shut up, Max. You just defend for a bunch of turns and then try it? Nope. Let's defend for a really long time. I don't care if people die, like in real life, but also in the game. But I mostly just like, I'll just run to the, what the fuck, the submarine after every single thing I get. I got Tinkerbell my very first try. Lucky. I can't believe the original Warriors of Light had 3 hands for each of them 12 legendary crystals. Since we're breaking the rules, your only hope is trying to use return. I don't think I have return. That's I think that's a Moor spell. Isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. You'd think I'd know, because considering everything. But I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got 1. 1 out of 4. Also, the Atomos is another boss where the, what's it called? The Tinkle Bell, I mean the Diamond Bell is going to be useful. The drop item is determined when you kill the last enemy. That is how I understand it, yes. It's just the main thing about it is, like, how varied in your inputs do you have to be to, like, actually change the RNG? Can I literally just hold A, reload save states, and it'll eventually be different? Or do I have to vary the frame timing or my actions or whatever? Return is more. Okay. Glad I'm not misremembering. Glad I made it. Good to see people still joining, but I will say that I am going to stop in about 30 minutes because I have to go to work. Soonish. Comet, Sloga, return, and wriggle. Oh, okay. Return is wriggle. Okay, then I am mistaken. I would have returned by this point then. Ignore me. Save states literally lock the game state in place, including the RNG, which gives you the drop in the first place. How do you get past the T-Rex? Mostly just luck. I mean, it was literally just luck. Like, the entire fight is, is hope that it doesn't use question marks. Like, inflict ults with the Ancient Sword, and then wait until it does 0 damage. And then just, yeah, hope it doesn't do question marks on counter. That's literally it. I'm not paying attention to its health, so I'm gonna, like, periodically save after every time I do an action. There is a floor that gives me 2 Reflect Knights, but I'd rather do this, just because it's easier. Marginally easier. Okay, now let's try save stating. I think this will kill it. Oh no, just kill him. Okay, if I save stated right before he killed himself, that'd be funny. Hide. Yeah, luck on old, exactly. It always comes back to luck. I'm going to learn hide so many times. Says that would take control of the ship to take you back to the... Oh yeah, you can't use the submarine. Yeah. You just go back to where you were first. They had ruled on its death, regardless, but I'm not an expert. This is why we have so many people here. Did I get it? I was speeding up through it. I probably didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's just hold R and A for a fuck ton of time. RNG determined on player action. The death finalizes whether you get a drop or not. So it doesn't matter how long I wait. Like, if I attack with Ferris here, no matter how long I wait, it will always never get me the drop. That seems like how I understand it. State the beginning of the fight. Well, the beginning, I don't know. It just might be simpler this way. I don't know. There's probably a million ways I could do it that are better than how I currently am, but I don't know. This is going to take, I mean, like, literally, it's a 1 in 16 chance. So no matter how I do it, it's going to be annoying and take forever. That was a front row sword dance, and it did fucking 700 damage. What? What the hell? Man. Maybe if I make the Reflect Knight kill itself. What if Guild Toss is like an Assassin's Creed that distracted the enemy to slow their turn? That would be kind of funny. It was just a distraction move. Blue Mage has noodle arms. They can equip heavy-ass swords and shields, but no, they got a -7 strength penalty. Yeah, it seems fine. Let's try rowing. Now trying it. Oh. Boom, looks shiny. Works on XZ. It's like the same kind of energy as using the fishing rod on the final boss of Ganon in Twilight Princess. That's what it reminds me of. Have you tried just asking? That is such a dick move that you can't, that these guys don't common steal, or even rare steal them. Yeah, -7. It's one of the harshest strength penalties. I think it's worse than, a worse strength penalty than the White Mage, maybe? Or no, wait, I think White Mage is like, is -9, and then Black Mage is -6? I don't know why I would know this, like, oops. I don't know why I would know this off the top of my hand, but, oh, god damn it. Top of my head. Come on. Is there a knife that can cast a mug? There is. There's the Thief Knife. The Thief Knife just does mug occasionally. Hold on, what? Bard takes last. I think out of all the... I'm not... Yeah, no, never mind. I'm not even sure what I was going to say, but it doesn't matter now, because I completely forgot my train of thought. Dumbass. Yeah, there we go. As soon as I read you might want to start a new battle, there you go, got a second one. Hooray! But anyway, yeah, the Thief Knife at the end of the game will definitely be something I'm looking forward to. It's like the weapons that I'm really going for is the Thief Knife, the Wonder Rod, and the Rune Blade. Hopefully they'll all be as good as I... Well, the Rune Blade will definitely be as good as I think it is, because it's already actually good on, like, base Red Mage. Like, it does 2,400 damage on average, I think. Which is extremely good for a run like this. But, as for the other two, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I'll have a tolerance for the Thief Knife stealing or the Wonder Rod shit. Not a fan of the Wonder Rod. I have used it in a run on the channel before. I forget which one. I remember I used Blink and Shell on someone because they were right next to each other in the spell list, but that's literally the only thing I've ever used it for. And all I can get are Travelers and Neons. Would you ever go in a submarine? Fuck no. I am afraid of the ocean, like, deathly. I would never ever go in an ocean. Even if you told me the submarine is like the safest piece of machinery and form of travel in the world, I would not do it because I'm afraid of the ocean. I do have very... I don't know about severe, but I have very, very strong thalassophobia. Like, even... I've talked about this many times on stream. I am extremely afraid of, like, even video game oceans. Like, I still struggle to deal with, like, Wind Waker's ocean and, like, the fucking eel in Sunshine that you have to brush his teeth. Like, fuck that. Only two things scare me. One's a nuclear war. I guess out of anything, that's a pretty fair thing to be afraid of. Nothing down there worth dying for. Yeah, I know, right? 300 damage sword dance. How low can you get sword dance damage, I wonder? Okay, wait. If it... Oh, it didn't do sword dance that time. That must mean the RNG is at least slightly different. That's a good way to kind of tell the RNG is varied. Right? I'm only scared of the afterlife. I just try not to think about it. Yeah, some people have sarcastically told me, like, oh, you should play Subnautica. I am not touching that fucking game with a 200-foot pole. Leave me alone with Subnautica. Do not take... Like, do you know how much effort it took for me to beat fucking Outer Wilds? Not the Fallout New Vegas one. I had to have Jordan sitting next to me, like, the entire time I was doing it. And even then, I was, like, gonna fucking die. I've read through a lot of cave diver experts, and every time it's, like, the deadliest thing mankind does for fun by a lot. I bet. I'm scared of dying of disease, but I gotta learn to deal with that fear. For your sake, I hope that does not come to pass. Holding your hand over the mouse. You're supposed to play that game with a controller, Max. You fake fan. Watch a documentary about a cave diver, which I wrote a review for, and God, good God, man. I don't know why they do what they do. Oops. That's not true, is it? You're supposed to play Outer Wilds with a keyboard or a controller because that game needs like precise inputs for things, like the fucking anglerfish planet. Playing with a keyboard is actually heavily disincentivized because of that planet. What is the name of the documentary? Dave's Not Coming Back. I did not look. Did I get it? No, still only 2. The story was somewhat infamous. The interesting part is they were playing with their lives for an experiment so they could dive deeper. Ugh. Well, thank you for telling me the name so I know what not to watch ever. Well, the idea with the... Wait, did I read this? Well, the idea of the ocean, I never got to interact with it in real life. Even just, like, when I went to my mom's place out in Florida a year ago... Was it a year or 2 years? I don't remember. Even just going to the beach, and it's like I feel some kind of weird thing on my leg, like seaweed brushes up against my leg. I'm like, ugh! Shit sucks. All those UI and menu shit that are designed for a controller and a pain in the ass with a mouse. It was 2 years ago. Okay, thanks. Thanks. It's Grey Claw. Okay, well, I guess that makes it slightly less intimidating. And I'm flamethrower in your ass. Damn. Once again, cheaters never prosper. Yeah, if I'm ever going in the water, it's in a swimming pool. And no, for no other reason. Question marks. Ooh, get him. Man. Do something like boom, just get a percent base attack anyway. Vern's making a bunch of noise in the background, so I'm muting myself. This sucks. This guy's being particularly annoying about it. Good luck. After harassment, doctor's been yelling at me for overexerting yourself. Well, then yes, you should probably leave, but thank you for sticking around. You won't be missing too much in this last, like, 10-20 minutes. This certainly is a stream. It sure is. And for some reason, I'm not hemorrhaging viewers like I kind of expected I would. So it's good to know that this music plus the nonsense is keeping people sticking around. And yeah, good thing you have a competent doctor. That is very true. And if this wasn't the only World 2 place to get Reflect Rings, I wouldn't have to do this. Like, I would be fine with just beating Atomos and then moving on. But unfortunately, until World 3, this is the only place where you can friggin' get them. I live for tedium. Nonsense is an attention grabber. That is very true. And I am experiencing nonsense right now. Your chat loves you, will always support you, unless you drop a fucking tier list in the middle of a 5 run. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure why you would say something like that. That doesn't seem like something I would do. Great vegetables. Controversy sells. That is very true, but I think there's very little controversy to be had on my channel. Alright, everyone's dead. He's confused. Boom, back attack flamethrower. It's the perfect crime. Damn. Yeah, that's the main thing, is that as long as people aren't dicks to each other, that's all I really care about. I know I've inadvertently created a chat room full of maybe cynical people, but I try not to. I love being mean to people. I am fucking stunned that I haven't gotten it yet. This is exactly why I stopped farming for Reflect Rings in my videos, because of shit like this. Damn. I like when people are mean to me. That meme image, everyone is so mean to me. With the huge ass. Approximately half the population have dicks, so... See, this is the good thing about doing this RNG manipulation shit, is that it's going to take so long to get the third one that we're going to get the third and fourth one back to back. Like, just watch. Just check this shit out. I mean, not right now, but just watch in the future. It's Gamba without the betting. Let's do this. Let's go forward and back, and then forward and back for a really long time. Shitty ass song, by the way. How long did you jam? I think this album is a cooperative effort between Jam and a friend. And also these songs were made. It wasn't really made as an album. It was just made as like they just made music periodically, and then only recently was Jam like, yo, I should just like combine all this shit into just an album and upload it. Fuck it. And this isn't even all of the music. One of the songs that I put in the, at least, well, maybe more. At least one of the songs that I put in those primer videos was not on this album. Yeah, the 7, not even doing 4,000 damage with, or 4-digit damage with the sword dance is like, how the fuck, what do you mean? You're both in the front row, like, come the fuck on. Speaking of come the fuck on, goddamn. Sing! I have no sings. Is this a gotcha game? You could consider Randomania as an album jam, then still is called that. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right there. Alright, Gaia. Here we go. Not gonna get Sonic Boom. Ooh, Wind Slash! Ooh, 819! Ooh! Damn. Oh, whoops. Well, let me just see if I got it, just in case. I did not. Stuck on 2! Not sure how many times I can forward and back before I finally let the game, like, give me what I want. Alright, you know, fine, I'll fight a new one. Actually, no, I'm gonna run away from this one because Galoof is going to die. Might need to... There might not be enough potential states. You need to push it forward more. Yeah, probably. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is a good time to insert ads, apparently, so says YouTube. Thanks for telling me that. Need to talk soothingly to the game to help its tummy issues. At least it's giving me some chicken knife fleas if I'm not already going to get enough of that by the end of the game anyway. Galoof is dead. Please insert ads. You won't get any money out of it. We'll take all of it, but please insert them. Yeah, the one time I inserted ads, I didn't even get any money at all. Like, I thought I'd at least get maybe 20 cents, but I didn't get anything. Maybe if you pick up Reese and Holder. Where is Reese? Hey, Jordan. He's not listening. Where is Reese? Oh, Reese's right next to me. She's looking at me funny. I was looking too far. You got exposure. I got exposed for being a sellout. I have to be careful about the like albums I decide to play because I don't want to get, I don't want this, like, I don't care if this stream isn't monetizable. That literally doesn't matter. I just don't want it to be removed from the internet, like those, like what I had to do for the Dissidia streams. I had to cut out a couple cutscenes using the YouTube editor tool, which is fine. I don't have a problem with doing that. But if I do that for a long enough chunk of this stream, then I'll have to remove, like, actually important talking stuff. I mean, this stream is just for talking, basically. So if I had to cut out like an hour or two, that would suck ass. That would really, really suck. What am I saving here? Even God sold out World Redo. It's based on viewers then. Must be a cutoff period. Ugh. Uses Reese as a thread. This is Journey to Scylla. Oh yeah, I think Jam did say one of the songs was like, it started off as a remix of a Journey to Silius song. I'm surprised anybody here knows what the fuck that game is. Because I didn't know what it was until either Game Grumps or Jam told me. I'm a dumb nerd. Well, it's cool to have niche knowledge like that. Like, whenever somebody comes in the stream and is like, oh, hey, you referenced the Mischief Makers, I'm like, hell yeah, I did. You're goddamn right. Yeah, exactly. Bitches don't know about my Help Me Marina. I have no white or black magic. Cosmos saying a redo. For a second, I thought you meant Cosmos, like Cosmos with an S from a Dissidia. It was like Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, wait, whoops. Cosmo. For Smash, please. Yeah, I downloaded that mod, that Smash Ultimate mod, that replaced like a few random, what's it called, Mii costume parts to make Marina. And the Mii Fighter outfit really doesn't, or the Mii Brawler moveset doesn't really match her at all, but hey, I was willing to learn the character at least for a little bit if it meant I could play as her. What am I doing? I stocked on my niche reference points into World Ends With You, and I put the remainder into making fun of Yokai Watch. You know, you do you. What's the count? We have 2 out of 4 right now. Working on the 3rd one. And it's going really, really poorly for some reason. We got Sans Undertale, the internet is over. Hashtag internet is over party. Maybe genuinely faster to grind than normally. I'm starting to feel the same way. No, Healing Staff does not bypass Reflect. It is just... Healing Staff is just a cast of Cura on someone for 0 MP. Yeah, let's just fucking fight him normally, I guess. Why does this, like, this dinging sound, this, like, melody sounds familiar? It's from, like the Game Boy puzzle-y game, maybe? That's what my brain wants to say. Low HP notifier. Oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Okay, that probably means it's like a remix of a Puyo Puyo or Tetris song in that case. It's from some puzzle game, I'm pretty sure. The fact that I recognize it means that probably at least some people know it. Oh, was that the end? I guess that was the end. That went by. That was a very fast 33 minutes. What if I just put on one of our videos in the background? That wouldn't be annoying at all. I'll just replay it. If someone can think of a good, like, good music album that wouldn't get the stream obliterated from orbit, that would be good. Also, yeah, Galoof, Geomancer Galoof has exactly 1,000 health, which is pretty funny. Play the Picayune Dreams OST. It's Picayune or Yune? It's the Final Fantasy V guy. It sure is. Playing the only game that I'm known for, apparently. Playing the worst challenge run ever, maybe. Damn, he got out of confusion and attacked immediately. Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Definitely. Yune. The thing over the E does not help me at all, so I'm just assuming it's Yune. With the Picayune. The 5 soundtrack wouldn't get flagged. I guess that's true. That is, like, literally true. It would not. I watched the shit out of your Necro video. Well, the extra jobs one. That's good. Glad people are getting some use out of that. I bet that there's at least a handful of people that watched that video that had never seen all of the Necromancer spell animations, because I hadn't until I made that video. I was just like, I don't really have much to talk about with this fucking job. What if I just, like, cheated in all the dark arts and just showed them off? And I was like, what the fuck are some of these? What's this skull that, like, makes Sildra's death cry? What the hell is this? The Mario Galaxy OST is good. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. I've never beat the GBA dungeon. I got lost. I have never attempted the GBA content of this game. I am the fakest fan of all. That's what I plan to... I finally, whenever I do get around to finishing the advanced run, I do want to, or the achievements run, I mean. That'll probably be the first and maybe only time I'll ever do the advanced content of this game. The bonus dungeon of every GBA PSP were very crappy. It's like mixed from what I understand. It seems like the bonus dungeon in this game is actually like pretty difficult. Because this game I think is fairly easy. But I also am only really saying that because I've played it so much. We have 2 reflect rings still. I've not gotten a 3rd one. The only thing I really know about here's what I know about the advanced content. Or the advanced dungeon. You have to catch a behemoth, which for some reason there weren't regular behemoths in the original game. There were only king behemoths. Omega Mark II, Omega Neo Shinryu, and Enuo. And also there's like a couple of ridiculously overpowered pieces of equipment, like a shield that makes you immune to elemental damage. Mixed, like the thing, like the cheesy chemist guys do. OMG. OMG, I'm such a big fan. Hey, there we go. Another reflect ring. Who was the person that said it would be better just to grind them normally? You were right. We're 3 out of 4. I definitely should get ready to go soon, though. I didn't realize it was past 10. You said it, okay. Well, then you were right. I'll go for another 7 minutes and then get the fuck out. You get almost every encounter having over 10,000 HP mobs with multiples of. Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, it's like a real overcorrection from the base game where barely anything has over like 100 health. Yeah, if an enemy gets turned around, it means they're being confused, and the Bard's Harp. First of all harps, except for the legendary one, do percent-based damage. And also the harp that he is using inflicts confusion, along with doing percent-based damage. It does 3/16 of an enemy's current HP and confuses. And they also have one that does 2/16 and puts someone to sleep. I can also inflict confusion with Tempting Tango with the Dancing Dagger, because that's what Lena the Blue Mage has. But that's very rare. It's like 50% chance to do a dance, and then it's a 25% chance after that to do Tempting Tango. Yeah, harps are demi. The legendary one, Apollo's harp, is not. That's just a magic weapon, like straight up. Streamer's an hour behind me, cool. What about tempting mangoes? Is every single topic in chat just gonna be like, oh, thing? What about ding? Or like, oh, wing? What about fling? I'm not complaining, it's just funny that that's just a repeated thing. Witch time traveling. True. Get me out of here. I don't want to fight Neo. Or Neon, whatever. Neon is 75% Neo. At least, I mean, if I don't get the 4th one on screen, I'll just get it off stream very easily, hopefully. Or I'll just cheat it in, like, you'll never know. Well, maybe you'll know if I cheat in 99 of them, and I'll be like, yep, I did this much grinding. I'm still only level 30, though, somehow. I think I killed all of the Reflect Knights. Only time I saw the GBA dungeon was Solia did it in the solo Necromancer run. I think he had to go Freelancer to finish. I do know that, yeah, you have to have at least some kind of Beastmasterism because you have to catch the behemoth. There's other variant busters like require... Oh yeah, you said that. I should have finished reading your comment. Show up with the debug knife. Especially puns with the hypothetical opposites. Macro, hard, on fire. Macro, hold on. Micro, oh, Microsoft Office, okay. That's pretty good. Microsoft Office. I had to like put it together like the stupidest puzzle of all time. Like the shittiest Professor Layton puzzle of all time. And Professor Layton already sucks ass. Weird, this is easy now, he says. Also, yeah, there's a thing in the game called the heavy flag, which makes enemies immune to fractional damage, among other things, but most notably fractional damage. Which is why Deathclaw is so devastating, because like there's a ton of weapons and skills and moves and stuff that do fractional damage, like Gravity, Graviga, Missile, but Deathclaw just sets a non-heavy target's HP to single digits, so it completely deprecates all of them unless MP conservation is your goal. Which, unless you're doing a level 1 run, it isn't. Oops, I guess I could just farm them out here. I have that type in real life. I apologize. At least you're immune to gravity? Slash Graviga? Sorry, this is like a Reddit joke. I really should atone for that. I go now we can safely say the game isn't easy enough to be able to attack command everything without ludicrous amounts of grinding. Correct. I never expected that this would be... Like, I'm expecting to have to get at least level 50, and that's like an underestimate, if anything. This is going to be the highest level I ever get to in a run of this game. The heavy flag is this game's dedicated I don't like you, you don't get to have fun. I mean, I get it. If you didn't have... Tales of Xillia is always my like kind of go-to example for this, why having fractional damage, having bosses be immune to fractional damage is like a good thing to do for game balance, because in Tales of Xillia, there's like no enemy in the game that's immune to burn, and burn is a status that does like, I don't know, it's like a small percent, it's like 0.5% or 1% of your max HP every half a second, which doesn't sound like much until you inflict it on a boss and suddenly they're taking 5,000 damage every half second. So when you look at it, when you look at how imbalanced that game is, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of understand why I can't just chunk every boss for 9999 with Graviga. Like, I understand, or I understand why I can't just kill every boss with Deathclaw. Like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's the other thing about GBA dungeon, it force feeds you massive amounts of XP, easy to come out of it with 70 plus. I kind of figured it would be like the final dungeon, like the Rift, the very end of the Rift, where no enemies give you EXP, every enemy is treated as a boss, and just you only get AP and Gil. Percent damage is also why summons trivialize Golden Sun. Never played that, so I wouldn't know. Monsters with heavy can still be susceptible to status if they're coded to be, but heavy makes the status effects wear off faster. Yes, that is also true. They last for like literally one frame. Well, not literally. They do not last for very long at all. Not enough to be that debilitating. Like, Kotobel Pass is vulnerable to stop, but not only is he has a surprisingly high magic evasion, so it's hard to inflict it in the first place, but also he's heavy, so it only lasts for a second. Or he's... Like, you would only do it so that's like you inflict stop, and then you hit him with an attack so you don't risk getting Petrify countered, but that's basically the only use case for it. The super boss in 13.2 is an endurance match. You poison it and survive till it dies. That's actually what I remember about the Spoonie review of 13, is that, like, poison is the like the ultimate go-to strategy for every difficult fight. So it's interesting that even 13.2 is like that. Golden Sun is one of the few games where there are guides to manipulate RNG. Maybe if I say pretty please with a cherry on top, I promise I'll use Deathclaw responsibly, the game will let me do it. Beat spamming death on 12's Adamantortus. Oh, I'm surprised this thing isn't dead yet. 13's Adamantortus. Fuck that death chance. Alright, I am going to... Wait? No, yeah. Okay. Unless I get into another encounter with a Reflect Knight. Alright, here's the last one. This is the last Reflect Knight. Let's see if we get it here. If not, I'll get the 4th Reflect Ring off screen. Oh well. Still got 3. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, I will probably be back tomorrow, because I'm working 3rd shift tomorrow as well. So, join me again tomorrow. Goodbye. Now that's kind of like a very sudden ending, but yeah, I gotta go.